All right, welcome folks. Welcome back to part 5 of our game featuring espionage, which I called Frederick Spying. Let's go ahead and load from where we were last time. So at the last session, we finished conquering the rest of Pakal's territory. Most of those cities are still in resistance, but did manage to finish conquering his territory. And I was going to set up to attack the Native Americans next, but at the end of the session, we spotted that Portugal is plotting war, and the only person he can declare on is me. So that meant that I'm going to move all my offensive units over to the western border. And if they're at the western border, the logical next target to attack would be America. So that's what I think we're going to end up doing. Now let me grab the knights that still have movement and start moving them. We're also close to upgrading these guys. Let's just see how far we can send. All right, well, they can't go very far if I keep them grouped together, which I do want to do. All right. Over here, we probably just... let's just move at the start of the next turn, because I've already moved everything. We were able to get into mercantilism. The next golden age will be when we swap into state property, and we'll probably go go theocracy at that point too, on a more permanent basis. And did I remember to? And I'm not drafting because I'm waiting for gunpowder to come in. He wants us to cancel deals with the Incans. Now, if I... All right. So this is a tough decision. So we have no deals going with the Incans right now. If we cancel our deals with him, then we'll lose open borders, and it'll be much harder to steal anything from Huayna. That said, we're not really stealing anything from Huayna right now. And I really don't want to take a minus with Sitting Bull. I want to keep him pleased so that he will not declare war on me. He won't declare war at pleased. I want to keep him at pleased. So I think I say yes. I mean, it helps that we're not really on good shape with Huayna. Open borders doesn't matter for trade routes because we're running mercantilism. As Minkar said in the chat, we're running mercantilism. So I think we say yes. So Huayna will now hate us for this, but we keep Sitting Bull pleased. You made an arrogant demand. Oh, that's right. He can't declare war because we demanded money from him. All right, so he can't declare war for right now. So that gives us time to walk everything back. All right, we have the great people we need to trigger our golden age whenever we are in that position. Definitely want to bank here. The city's generating a lot of money. Galleon, that's fine for right now. This city doesn't produce a lot of commerce, but while we can, we might as well get some infrastructure out. It does need a grocer for health reasons, though. Better a grocer than a harbor. The harbor only is worth 1 health because there's no clams or crabs. The grocer is worth, let's see, banana. We don't have bananas. Spices. We don't have spices either. But we do have sugars and wines, right? Well, we have wines. Wow, we only have 1 resource? We don't have sugar or spice or bananas? What? That's weird. Strangely lacking in those resources. Okay, so it's only worth 1 health too. Huh. Well, still be better. I'm not wasting espionage points poisoning the water with people. Anyway, let's start moving our units. Now, I want to make sure that I'm going to keep these guys in here because it actually costs less money if they're in my territory. I also have a whole bunch of units that I think are on go-to orders to the east that I want to turn around and send to the west. Yeah, like this. And this. So now I've changed my mind and all the units are going in the other direction. All these workers sitting around not doing anything. Okay, I'm sure I can do something with them. Although you just rode there. All right, so these 2 knights are full health. Oh, and we're going to need to turn off spending for a turn or two because we're going to have a lot of units to upgrade. And I think we have enough espionage points. So as soon as we finish gunpowder, we got a ton of units to upgrade. The war elephants can upgrade as well. All right, now in terms of techs, so we're going to finish researching that. We're going to steal Constitution and steal Scientific Method, I think are the two. We're avoiding economics for right now because it'll obsolete courthouses, or obsolete castles, but we'll get to that in time. We're going to follow Lincoln to communism, presumably. I know he's going for physics. We'll follow him and pick up physics because airships are really useful. And he'll probably go for communism, and then we'll follow him and take communism as well. Where are my spies right now? It's been a week since I played this. All right, so we have one in American territory, one in that territory. Why don't you just hang out in this city and be prepared to steal something? And you, I will send back to the American border, just for use for potentially stealing text. All right, you can wait, hang out there. Actually, right now, while we don't have anything to do, get rid of the darkness in the middle of the map. It's just annoying having it there. You can learn communism without having economics. It's true. Or remember when I launched the spaceship without ever learning agriculture in that one other game? That was amusing. All right, I'm just going to put a couple units up here as defenders. All right. Heal. All right, a couple of these units will be back up to full. So the Great General Knight needs to hang out there. These two knights are full health though, so nope. You stay. All right, you two come with me. Just putting a whole bunch of them in Uxmal, grouping them up together there. All right, so let's see. So the tech we want. Oh wait, no, I cannot. We actually want to steal Constitution from him. I guess we don't have enough beakers to take it yet. And then we'll have jails that we can build. We've got a big group of captured workers here. All right, so I want some units to stand in here. Oh, that's pretty high revolt risk. That's higher than I would like. If we can get some culture in here, I think we got a shot to hold this city, but this city we have enough units. So let's shift some units over. The siege units I want to start moving because they can be useful. Are they all full health, just out of curiosity? Yeah, they're all full health. Okay. They are also very slow, so they need to start marching. I'll just start them on the long journey to the west right now. Similarly, as soon as this knight's done, I'm going to build some more siege out of here, just because it's handy to have more siege. I think I have enough two movers at the moment. All right, so out of here, these war elephants can get upgraded. Some of these maces are the ones that are full health. A couple of them can shift over here. Send like two of them over there. All right, so there's a revolt flip risk here as well. Use galleons to speed up siege. The galleons only move one tile faster. I don't think that it makes much of a difference. They move 4 tiles, the siege moves 3 on roads, so it's not much of a difference. All right, let's see what we can do at some of these new cities. So cold pizza, working on a market. What was the city that's going to be the one to build? I need one city to build a monastery, so I can build Jewish missionaries before I obsolete it. I think Mutal, being the holy city, is a pretty good choice. This city has double shrine in it, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so this is... All right, we don't need all these specialists here. That's right, because last turn it couldn't work these tiles because its borders were popped. We need to reconfigure some of these tiles. So we want that specialist. So we'll build the monastery. Yeah, this is more irrigation than this city needs, honestly. Okay, so irrigation is spreading through here. Let's see. So I think we'd like to cottage some of these tiles. Like, I think I can cottage these 3 tiles here. That would cut me 3 food, but then it's still +5 food per turn. Yeah. So yeah, we do need a new name for Mutal, by the way. What's up with these guys? Why do they have such little movement? Oh, wow. Shrine time? That's pretty good. Shrine time. Yeah. I'm just trying to, again, think through how I want this to look. All right, so this is probably okay. These windmills are kind of crummy tiles. These tiles probably should be farmed because I don't think there's enough food there. Wait, where's the food bonus here? Oh, just that, yeah, this capital is kind of low on food bonuses, so maybe we don't get rid of all the... Maybe we cottage some of these tiles instead. Like, keep the floodplains as floodplains. Oh wait, we can take this tile though, can't we? Yeah, no city's working this right now. These tiles suck. Alright. Fine, stay there. Where's all my other workers? Alright, cottage that. Let's cottage this. Irrigation should still... Cottage this. Cuts into the food surplus, but those tiles will be much more valuable in the long run. I don't know what the AI does with its tile improvements sometimes. So this still gets us +7 food per turn, which should be plenty for right now. Alright, that's fine. A lot of these workers don't have much to do because we've kind of finished improving our part of the map, at least until we get lumber mills a little bit later down the road. I just wrote that tile. Could use a great artist. You know, that's not the worst decision, especially in this city, because I don't think I can hold this city without a great artist probably is needed to hold this city. That's actually a really good suggestion, because I don't need that artist for anything much. I really like that idea. I think these cities are okay, but this city is a guaranteed to flip if I don't do something to take the borders back. So I think this one is, if we want to hold this city, which I think we do, because it's actually a pretty good city if it can hold its first string tiles. Plus it gets it out of anarchy immediately. Agreed. These cities I think will be okay, because like the flip risk is down to 4% here. I'll keep a number of units in here just to keep the flip risk down. I've got another unit over here. Okay, so here we're just waiting for our espionage to tick up. And we're going to start drafting and upgrading next turn as we get gunpowder.
You can get more of what you want with a kind word and a gun than you can with just a kind word.
All right, so we're just heading for rifling ASAP. Actually, only 9 turns for replaceable parts. That's pretty good. No one out there is researching replaceable parts. All right, so I want you as much as I will crank the cuirassiers later, but for right now, I want more siege. Let's just maybe let's alternate catapult and treb, whatever we can one turn there. All right, observatory done. Now, as soon as we steal Constitution, we'll be able to build jails, but for right now, let's get the bank out. Grocer done here. Didn't really help that much with health. Helped a little bit, I guess. I think you just build more military, because this city doesn't need commerce stuff. Like, I'll build a jail once we steal Constitution, but I mean, like, all this other stuff is not really needed. I could build Hermitage in one of the captured cities that's on the border for more culture. Having Sistine might actually matter over there, because I can run specialists and cram culture in. That's where I'll need workers. They can chop stuff out. Anyway, you just build cuirassiers for right now. All right. Let's clean out our bank account. Yeah, see this city? There's no way to hold this city if I don't use a culture bomb. Even that might not be enough, but I think it's worth the shot. Okay, so let's move you guys to here. And let's upgrade as many of you. Oh, can we upgrade everyone? I guess this is not a very expensive upgrade. The Knight to Cuirassier. Nice. Well, we'll upgrade all of them, because it's not an expensive upgrade, but it's a good upgrade. So we only have 6 more. Oh, maybe we don't really have to turn down science as much as I thought. Turn off the spies. Okay. All right, over here, we'll do the mine plus chop. Yeah, in this game, trebuchets are specialized siege weapons. They're not very good against, they're not really good out in the field, but they're very good against cities, and that's their specific role. They only do one thing, but that one thing they do well. So again, just moving up. And we'll stage Great Outside this city. So there's the question of where. All right, so here's Portugal's main stack. 10 trebuchets. That's where they're amassing right now, outside Braga. Gotta keep an eye on that. So we should have time to get our units over here. All right, so you're full health. That guy's at 9 HP. So go there. Upgrade. Same thing. Upgrade. We are going to get more of these cities out of revolt soon, too. All right, go in there for flip revolt suppression. You might as well heal there for flip suppression. So we got that down to 2.5%. This city's still at 6. Thought I moved more units in here. Well, I actually did, and it's still pretty high. Okay. Or do we just sign this city off as a lost cause and not even bother trying to hold it? And use the culture bomb, like, in one of these 2 cities? That might be better, actually. There is still the glitch where if you get more of it if you run 100% on the slider. So I will be doing that just because I might as well take advantage of it. Yeah, it might be better to culture bomb one of these 2 and then pile a gazillion units in the other one and just say this city is not happening. That might be a bridge too far, honestly. I don't know how I would hold this one militarily either, given that it's surrounded so deeply by enemy culture. Gift it? I suppose I could. It would rack up... Well, let's at least let it start down first. Leave 1 unit in there. It's not like the unit would die. Okay, yeah, you just hang out in there. But I am thinking of probably like culture bombing here and then piling a bunch of units in this city. Trying to see, are there any resource tiles more important? Probably better to use it here. All right, so still only have economics. Now, has he researched corporation yet? No. I guess Constitution is very expensive because we still don't even have it as an option yet. How many espionage points do we have with Portugal? We should be able to see Constitution as an option. Oh well, probably see it next turn. But for right now, let's increase the spy spending on him. Put more points with him because it's going to cost a lot. Got most of the points going to him and Lincoln right now. Don't need as much against Sitting Bull now that we're not planning on attacking him. Oh, I guess he's going to research corporation here. Sitting Bull has chemistry, though. That's something we would want. That's why I've got a spy already preparing to lift that from him. All right, meanwhile, over here, Shrine Time. I think this is fine for right now. Working all good. We should replace these with mines, though, I think. Well, that one's Riverside. That one's probably okay. These 2 should probably be mines, though. Non-Riverside Watermill is not an especially good tile. Over here, it's like whatever. Not much for you to do. All right, you're just chilling. Need a couple more turns until these steels are ready. Keep these workers on standby. I think I've done all I want to at Shrine Time and at Cold Pizza. Cold Pizza, don't work this tile. Work this tile. What are you doing? Got to keep an eye on these cities sometimes. I think we'll replace some of these with cottages, but let's let the food box fill up first, because I don't think I need +9 food surplus. Let's let this grow on, and then when it grows onto these tiles, then we can start lowering the food surplus. Also, that windmill is terrible. Turn that into a mine. I can't imagine wanting that. All right. So we got a spy here. All right, so now that we are in, now that we have gunpowder, we want to draft muskets, which will be very useful for captured cities and is just units in general. We're not in theocracy, so they're not great or anything, but all right, let's go through, start a new cycle. Swine time, we don't want to draft. Swine time is too good. Pigapalooza, we don't want to draft. This is a city that is low food. I think I actually want to work this tile, so then it'll grow onto that tile, and then it's pretty much maxed out. I guess we can farm that tile too. Pretty maxed out though. All right, this city, yeah, we just draft off a specialist here. Actually, we think we just draft off that tile. So that's a good choice. Your service to the Empire is appreciated. There we go. And Sydney Bark, similarly. I mean, none of these tiles here are super important. Rather have the unit. Yeah, that's fine. It's not growing very fast, but whatever. It's already working all its good tiles. All that's left are water tiles, which are just okay. All right, so we'll send you over here too. All right. Do I need to avoid economics? I'm not seeing any castles built. That's a pretty good point. I'm not going to lie. I don't really have a lot of castles built. So we should probably try to lift that if we can. That's a good point. Portugal is probably the one to take it from. So yeah, that's a good point. We should probably try to... It's a lower priority, but we should probably try to steal it if we can. If we have a spare spy just sitting around, which I think we do at this point. I believe I have an extra spy just hanging out. Sydney here. Might as well start moving in that direction. Can hop on board a galleon and head off to Portugal, because we know it takes a while to do these thefts. Can head to Faro. All right, still keeping an eye on this army too, because that is presumably headed in my direction once forced peace wears off. All right, so last turn we couldn't one turn a trebuchet, now we can. Oh yeah, and this city had its granary sabotaged. Oh, that's actually bad because it makes it hard to use it as a draft camp. So this is the city that had the Granary Sabotage. Well, that's okay. We can whip it to completion. We'll just whip it to completion next turn then. I think the city just wants some Cuirassier. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no commerce in this city, so there's no point in building banks or whatever. Just build more units. Use it as a military camp. So great engineer for Lincoln. I don't think there's any wonders I really want though. All right, so we're starting to build up our stack over here. We just want to hit Lincoln before he gets to rifling. I'm pretty sure we can do that. What's Lincoln going for right now? Nationalism? Okay, that's not a tech we want. Or it's a tech we already have. Just position you at the border, ready to walk in if needed. And roading the border will be useful. If there's nothing else for the workers to do, make sure you have mobility in that area. You never know when it might be handy. All right. So still waiting for someone. So Uxmal and Lakama will come out of resistance next turn. Where's that great artist? All right, not there yet. Still on the way. The AI just randomly with ships wandering around in there. Although I guess I have ships wandering around in there too, so. Oh, this city's going to come out of resistance next turn too. Okay. So one of our guessing games for this game will be how long does it take this city to revolt? I will give it away after it revolts once, but hopefully it'll starve down to like size 1 in the meantime. Okay. All right, you guys head on over there. You guys similarly take a little ride off to the west. All right, upgrade. Got another. I am going to want to upgrade the elephants in time too. But for right now, they're good for flip suppression. Once I get some culture in there, it'll be okay. All right. So now Constitution has popped up, but it's still very expensive, so we want to wait the 2 extra turns. While we're at peace, I might as well use the Galleon, because it has extra movement. 3 more turns there. You're preparing for a chemistry steal from Sitting Bull. We might need some more espionage points with him as well. You guys hang out for this turn, because next turn we're going to get these cities popping out of resistance, and we'll presumably need the workers then. Got all these workers ready to toss down tile improvements. So many workers. Nah, pikes probably aren't that needed. I haven't really built pikes. I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, we can see what Lincoln's army is mostly made up of. Maces, horse archer. Like, against this stack, the big thing to do is hit it with a few siege, hit it with, like, a couple catapults, and then just the cuirassiers kill everything. I don't think I really need pikes. Like, what would I need pikes against here? Horse archers? Does he even have knights in his army? I don't see any. Like, he doesn't seem to have a lot of knights or elephants, so I think I'm okay. Now, as far as Portugal goes, there are some more elephants in there, but I still don't really want to build a lot of pikes at this stage of the game. Like, I'd rather build more cuirassiers. They're just so much better of a unit at this stage. Just a much better unit. All right, well, in any case, we can't draft Felgold Blues this turn because it's not size 6 thanks to having its Granary Sabotage, WTF game. So, Fort Porker, yes, just drafts off that engineer. Okay. Felgold Blues, which is our draft camp. Black Forest Ham can definitely drop a tile. Yeah, we dropped that tile, which is the one I wanted it to drop. All right, and after Black Forest Ham, Gruber Coast. Sure, I can just drop a water tile. It'll just grow right back on the next turn. Drafting's a little overpowered in and this unit I think I'm going to keep in Gruber Coast because it currently just has an archer, and I'd feel safer with another defender there. Drafting's a little overpowered in base Civ 4. We probably want to save up a little bit more money, so let's run a turn as 0% science, then we'll go back to best rate. Right. So yeah, we can it looks like we can alternate just catapults and trebs right now. I'm just going to do that for a little while. How much total siege do I have? 6 catapults, 5 trebuchets. Let's run it for a couple more turns like that, and then we'll go back to building cuirassiers. Vengeance for our water supply. Lincoln's Golden Age. Oh, okay. Putting a lot of units on go-to orders over here. Assembling the stack. Now the issue is I don't want to initiate a war with Lincoln if J-Man's going to start a war, but maybe I can lock him into 10 additional turns of peace or something. Something like that. I don't know. All right, so we did manage to get that chop in here. Nice. But I think I'd rather have this. I think I'd rather work this cottage than this 0 food tile. I guess we can mine these tiles while we're here. It's not like there's a lot of other stuff for them to do. It's not really enough food to work these tiles, but at least it's something. Don't really want windmills on them either. All right, so we had multiple cities pop their borders this turn. Granary did survive culture capture. Do have a shrine in here, although it's going to be pretty hard. So I think what we want is the courthouse. There's no way to prevent starvation, so we should just whip the... Or is there? Hold on. No, we need a lot more food than we have available. And... New name, yeah. So feel free to suggest a new name for that city. We had a couple come out of resistance this turn. As I said, it's going to starve anyway, so there's not much point. And Lakama also came out of a resistance as well. Although this city, yeah, I don't think I can avoid starvation here either. So, culture into Granary. All right, over here. Oh, and this city came out of resistance as well. All right, so let's... Wait, what the? What is this? Oh, oh, it is... What the... Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You did not just sneak a settler down here. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, well, we're dropping the culture bomb in this city now. It is on. You did not just do that. We're dropping the culture bomb in this city, and we can probably flip this. Get out the poison. Oh boy. Okay. So there's going to be a little bit of starvation here before we can pop the borders in some of these cities. All right, so we won't need units in here because we're going to put our culture in there. And I think everything's fully healed, so let's send the Great General off. So Culture Bomb won't like push in this direction, but there's no Sitting Bull culture back here, so it actually will have a big effect on this city because it'll project its culture back in this direction. So I think it actually will. It should swamp this city, especially if this city can get culture to help out, which it should. Oh boy. Cannot believe that he tossed a tiny city down there. Anyway. All right, so we'll drop that off next turn. Poison the water supply. And that's why I dropped the culture bomb in this city, because this one would not project culture. Remember, culture goes in straight lines. It's very weak on the diagonals, but like this is in prime position. It's it's only 3 tiles away from this, so should be able to mess that up pretty badly. All right. So here we need to get the granary, so I'm going to have to whip the granary. All right, Black Forest Ham we drafted, Grouper Coast we drafted. The Reach we did not draft. This is another unit that can just stay there. Ivory Coast, similar story, just draft off the coastal tile. It dropped the cottage, which I didn't want. That's why you always got to check. And what's next after Ivory Coast? I don't have to draft them in this order, but I just find it easiest to go in order. Happiness Farms. Yeah, the Sistine Chapel is definitely helping. It'll help pop culture. This looks fine. I don't really need to work that tile that badly. This looks fine. All right. How many more turns is that deal active with not Sitting Bull with Portugal? 7 turns. All right, we have 7 more turns of guaranteed peace. Yes, that's his stack there. I'm not that worried about the AI though, because my military power is building quickly. Like, here's my power. Lincoln's there. Sitting Bull. There's Portugal. Should check to see if he still has we have enough on our hands right now, just out of curiosity. Oh, he no longer has we have enough on our hands. Okay. So he's not plotting war right now. All right. Well, what that means is as soon as our units get over here, we're going to lay the smackdown on Lincoln. Where's my big siege stack? That's what I'm kind of waiting on because that's the slow thing. Okay, here it is. So this stack is probably like 4 or 5 turns away, but as soon as it gets up there, we can head after this guy. Like, Chicago is very poorly defended. We could probably just... It's a shame that there's these peaks on these 2 tiles, otherwise we could hit it on the first turn of the war. Also, I'm going to need more spies. I'm going to need spies to drop city walls and such like that, so I should probably try to have cities that are not doing anything important along the... Like, the Reach should build some spies. Because it actually has production. As soon as it finishes its banks, let's get some spies out of here. You can build spies like every 4 turns. They're not that expensive. All right, so no, I haven't had a revolt yet. Only thing we had was so. But anyway, that's good news. So that means we are moving up our timetable to hit America. We just if we have cuirassiers and he has all medieval units, then it should be a pretty one-sided affair, especially with us drafting muskets. All right, catapult. I think we have time for one more siege unit. And then I think after this we go back to mounted units because they're so slow to get up to the front lines. Alrighty, so we finished the granary here. That's good. Now we'll be able to go back to drafting. When we're not, by the way, our we have 127 unhappiness here. Pretty good stuff. Otherwise, I don't know. Observatory, it doesn't really matter. What we actually, you know what we want is a jail in here. Let's have you build wealth until we steal Constitution, which should be like this turn or next turn. All right, we got another great scientist. So we have 3 great scientists. Right now, we would light bulb scientific method. If we can steal scientific method, we might be able to get to physics. I don't think... Has anyone gotten the physics great scientist yet? Lincoln can research it, but doesn't have it. No, no one does yet, so we might be able to steal the physics great scientist. Let's hold this guy for right now. We want 2 of them for a golden age. One will be scientist plus profit, then scientist plus something down the road. But we kind of have an extra one here. All right, so we do need names. I know you guys were, let's see. Name Oregon Trail, the city that should flip from the Native Americans. So we have, actually every city is, I think, available for renaming except this one. Oxmall, that's right. You guys said Oxmall for this one. Because it even has horses. You want the culture bomb city to be Rio? Okay. That's an odd choice, but sure. I don't know if there'll be room. I hope I spelled that correctly. Alright, well, Rio has the reputation for carnival and partying and that kind of stuff. Why do we want the physics great scientist? Well, we don't really need it that badly, but... Alright, so we're going to go here. And remember, you get more value from the culture bombs if you turn up... Oh, whoops. Culture to 100%, not espionage to 100%. It's just due to the way that they're programmed. It's kind of weird, but we're going to create great work here. Takes the city out of revolt. Now this city should be safe from revolt. And I hope you enjoy your little trading post there, buddy. All right. Rio just celebrated. So we have 4,000 culture in here. Alrighty. So Granary, Aqueduct, Forge, Coliseum. So I think what we want here is a library. How can we redo the territory here? It's honestly not great. There's a lack of food bonuses, but... Yeah, this city's not going to be great in terms of food. We should probably farm this. If we could ever get control of these tiles, we could... Yeah, we need more food here. This is a city that needs biology. Oh, we actually have... Never mind. We can work another tile. Okay. Yeah, we need some farms here just to get some food going. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's looking a lot better. So now this city, because it picked up some culture from over there, we shouldn't need all these units to hold for flip suppression. And we can actually look here, yeah. I was like, wait, we actually can look here. It's always weird because it feels like I'm in debug mode, but I'm really not. Yeah, have fun with that, buddy. Now you've got 8% chance to revolt in there. Oh yeah, it would be okay. So it would be cheaper in here, especially because it's all German culture. But my spy's already on this tile. But you're right. For the future, that is the city to steal from. You're 100% correct because there's a discount if you have a lot of your culture on the city tile. But I don't want to. I don't want to wait all the time to move down there. I'd rather just steal from here in 2 turns because it's not like chemistry is that expensive. We should get it for about 1,500 afterwards. So but that is a great point, and we should. I do want to keep that in mind. All right, continuing to erode the border. Get our stack ready. Just eroding tiles here. Might as well erode that. All right, go join the siege stack. All right, so this is what I was going to check before. How many units do I need here? Because I think I can start moving up. I think I'm actually going to need more money here. Because I think I can move this up. Still have no odds for a flip. This city is not going to flip. Now this is a much more expensive upgrade, but I want to turn these war elephants into cuirassiers. Yeah, still no chance for a flip. Got a gazillion maces over here. Note that we now have our close borders spawn tension because, yeah, after that. Okay, we're at the full 50% here. So steel technology, and we want constitution. 95% odds. So come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. There we go.
No free man shall be taken, imprisoned, or in any other way destroyed.
Maces do not upgrade to muskets. They do upgrade to rifles, but not. They do not upgrade to muskets. Good question. So we got to upgrade the tech stolen counter. It's this one. 20 techs. So 20 techs, I mean, there's like what, about 80 techs in Civ, so we've stolen about a quarter of the tech tree at this point. All right, hop on board there. All right, so where's our other... Don't we have someone waiting to steal a tech from Lincoln? I thought we did. Wait, do we not have someone in Lincoln's territory ready to steal scientific method? No, we don't, do we? Okay. Well, I could have done that a couple turns ago. Oh well. All right, so lost a spy. Okay, I lost a spy. One of my spies got... Did someone get caught? Oh, okay. I actually thought that was an enemy spy getting caught in my territory. Okay, no, it was the other way around. Well. Okay. So now we can build jails, and jails are something we want in every city, because they are plus 4 base espionage points, and then plus 50%. So they are super duper useful for me. I have a number of my cities on econ builds will finish their banks and then immediately do jails. And it's one of the most important things these cities can do. Okay, other thing, I have workers asleep here that can be used to do tile improvements. We also have this city. We also have 2 cities to rename, by the way. Any spies stumbled upon are in green. You're right. I forgot about that. All right, so this city, Oxmall, which is mostly going to be working water tiles, I have the feeling, and that's fine. A little low on food. Yeah, a little low on food. So I don't think I can remove any of these. Water treatment plant. Because of all the water poisoning. There's not enough room for that. But yeah, we can name it water treatment. All right, how about this city? This city is kind of weak, honestly. We want to get that farmed. Yeah, this city is not much until maybe it can get its borders pop. We need to get a granary in here. If we could get a theater in here and run an artist specialist, we might be able to get control of some of these tiles. It'll be tricky, but long term, I think we can get control of some of these. All right, so where's my worker stack? You can at least farm this tile. We need one more. I'm not sure there's a lot I can do with Ox Mall because it's giving the tiles that could work over to cities like Shrine Time, which is honestly a better city. Meanwhile, over here, how about Lakama? All right, now this city's pretty good. Like the territory is legit good over here. Let's work this. So we've got this for food. We don't need the production that badly here. We do want a granary, but actually that probably is the best. So many cottages on plains tiles. AI is always a little weird about doing stuff like that. Well, let's do that. No, we want the granary to finish. A little low on food here. Quite a few cottages is nice, though. We probably farm one of these tiles. That's already a hamlet. Yeah, I think this has to be... This is a village, so we want to keep that. And this city... Wait, is Shrine Time working that tile? Yes, it is. But Shrine Time can switch to there. You can pick up that tile, do that. I can maybe chop to help that granary finish. I could chop outside the borders, potentially. You get much lower value for that, but you do still get something. It's not like we're ever going to put a city down here. Rename Lakama as Maka Laka Kama. That's so stupid. I'm going to go with it. Maka Laka. Maka Lakama. Chat comes up with the best names for these cities, I swear. All right, so we've renamed all of them except this city, which hopefully will be ours sooner or later. All right. Oh, and drafting. Yes, before I hit end turn, we have drafting to do. All right, so we recently drafted this, Happiness Farms. Posh City is next. Okay, that looks good there. That bank's going to take forever, but that's fine. Actually, let's do that. Gets up to 10. Brazen Fleece. Still has a draft penalty, so let's hold off there. Oh, that's the city I double drafted by accident earlier. Silver Linings is a very sad city. It'll just grow back onto that tile. Probably should whip the forge, but yeah, we'll whip the forge. That city's like, no, stop hurting us, please. So here's our first captured Incan city, or Mayan city, excuse me. This city just has a lot of food. It doesn't have much in the way of production. No food bonuses, so I had to do a lot of farming here. You can draft off some tile. Not a very good city, but whatever. Let's work that tile. Oh, this is the city that's doing the Jewish monastery. Whoops. I have two cities doing the well, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. Shrine Time finished the monastery. Oh, well. Having two cities that can build missionaries is fine. That's right. Like I said, that's fine. This city was going to be my missionary central. I totally forgot. All right, cold pizza I could draft. I don't want to. Well, I'm out of drafts for this turn, but I don't think I want to draft this city. The city's really good. I mean, it's a former. It's actually not a former capital. Shrine Time was the capital. Very good city, though. Like, I want to get that market done. Also, you should be working this tile. Well, it does slow growth, so maybe not. All right. And so that's all the upgrades we can do this turn. We're only have 3 more elephants to upgrade, so... we have a knight? Oh, that's the Great General. All right. Now I can turn espionage back on. All right, well, the spy I moved in got caught instantly, which is unfortunate. They do have higher odds to get caught on the first when they're moving, as opposed to when they're stationary. Silver linings, no, work that tile. And let's get that jail up and running next. Probably have to whip it. Starting to get some minuses with Lincoln for spying. All right, but I think we have a spy who's ready this turn. Boy, I need to have some more spies. My spies keep getting caught. Nope, only 40%. All right, so we'll wait until next turn to steal chemistry. But yeah, I need to get some more spies, don't I? Unfortunately, my good production cities are kind of far away from the front lines. Like, I don't want to pull the heroic epic city off of military duty. But I will need some more spies, that's for sure. You know, I could use field gold blues. I could just whip spies out of here, I guess. Feels like not as useful as drafting, but I am going to need some because a couple of them got caught. All right, anyway, this guy needs to head over towards America. What exactly it'll do, I don't know, but it'll surely be needed. You, I want to hold around here in case I need to send a spy off to one of these other people. Sitting Bull will want to steal military science from, so he's another repeat candidate. Lincoln is going to have democracy available now. That would be a lovely tech to steal. He's in a golden age right now. So I was planning on stealing scientific method, but I think I'd prefer to take democracy if I could. Although I'm going to need enough points to steal that. Let's turn our espionage back on for right now. Yeah, I'm going to need to get another spy out of somewhere. Maybe Black Forest Ham could get that for us. It's a long way from the front lines, but, well, we'll see. Some of these cities probably need to be whipped as well, and maybe I can use some of the whip overflow for spies, because number of these cities, like I said, could use whipping. Yeah, this mace has been on a long go-to order in the wrong direction. All right, so here's the big stack has now made it up to the front lines, but we need a couple more turns to move units up. By the way, we can we build frigates? No, we need chemistry for that. A frigate or two would not be the worst thing, just to control this inner sea. I don't need a lot, but a couple wouldn't be bad. Road. All right, you just got there, so you need to wait for a few turns. So we're looking to steal chemistry, and I guess we could steal economics from J-Man. He also has, or maybe we take democracy from him, potentially, because I'm probably going to need stuff, Lincoln stuff. Yeah, we probably need to dial up more points. Actually, we're already spending 2 to 1 on him. That's probably fine. I'm not putting anything on Winecopac because we're not looking to steal from him right now. You guys, while you're here, you might as well farm this tile, just in case the city wants that. Chop. Roading the whole border region. Yeah, this isn't suspicious at all, Lincoln. Don't worry. Don't mind these units that are just accumulating on your border. Everything's normal. No worries. That was kind of a fast turn. All right. So looks like we're pretty safe here. Upgrade you. And upgrade you. All right, and I want to fill up the treasury a little bit with more. Lincoln's about to emancipate those slaves. Something like that. Alrighty. So I wanted to go through my cities. We were finishing up with drafting some of them. Said we didn't want to draft Cold Pizza. Don't want to draft Shrine Time. Too good of a city. Whether to whip it for a bank, probably not, honestly. We're in organized religion. We're getting pretty good production out of there. Now, Oxmall, yeah, Oxmall can lose a pop point here. That's, like, there's nothing important about working those water tiles. It needs more health. We'll need to get an aqueduct in here. Courthouse has to come first, though. Look at that maintenance cost, and it'll let us run a spy specialist. Is there any... Yeah, we could just draft off this tile here, which is not important. There we go. Does slow the granary by a turn, but that's okay. Water treatment. I can just draft off this engineer specialist. This is a pretty crummy city here. And we're out of drafts for this turn. This city definitely can be drafted. All right, so Rio, I said the city needs more food. Yeah, we should get, where's my extra workers? I know I have some that are just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Here, this should be farmed, this tile. And I also wanted to go through and see what cities could be whipped, because I think some of them can be whipped for stuff. Like, Kornberg is, how much would it cost for this 3-pop? Boy. Could lose these two and a scientist? Yeah, that seems worthwhile. That seems worthwhile. And we'll get a little bit of overflow. Use this. Maybe we can get a spy out of here, because we'll need it with the overflow. That city's okay. That Fort Porker can finish its bank. That's fine. Field Gold Blues, blah, blah, blah. Like, Gruber Coast probably should whip this bank. Because it's just going to whip off water tiles. Work on the jail next. Alright, the reach is almost done. We'll let this finish, and then we probably, since it gets it done a turn faster, right? The engineer probably is better. Here, nah, we can let that finish and whip something bigger. Here's the observatory. This city should whip the bank, though. Silver Linings needs to grow more pop. That's fine there. We'll let the monastery finish and then whip the jail. This is fine here. I don't think I want to whip this for 2 pop. Well, then again, it'll just grow back, won't it? No, it finishes the courthouse so fast. Okay. Alright, the rest of that looks good. Alright, so overflow into the spy. I'll get a spy out of here, even though it'll take forever to move to the front lines, but we'll just get one out, have it start walking in that direction. Gerber Coast, get me a jail. That's some nice overflow to help with that. Pretty much every city is going to be working on jails now. That's the next like big infrastructure piece for us. All right, we've got our great general up to the front lines. Nice. And Judaism spread to this city too. There's enough units in here that it has 5% odds, only 5% odds to flip, and there's more units still coming to pop in there. All right, let's do our tech theft first. Chemistry for 1300. We have 97% odds, so this better work. All right.
Chemistry means the difference between
Now we can build
poverty and
frigates.
starvation and the abundant life.
I will update the textile counter. I wanted to farm this tile. All right, that's at least up to +4 food per turn. I think we farm another tile and drop this stupid plains cottage, so we can at least get a little bit more food into the city. Wait. Oh, that's the Great General. I'm actually content to have the Great General remain at night, so it doesn't get targeted in stacks. Where's the siege stack right now? Almost there. Here it is. I think once this siege stack arrives, which is in like 3 more turns, we're ready to go. Because I don't see much reason to delay. I'd rather move while Lincoln rather move while Lincoln is further away from rifling as a tech. All right, these two just head towards the front lines. Would feel better if I had more like knights ready to go, but so what would the plan be? Gruber Coast could also get a frigate here, couldn't it? Bombard down the defenses at Houston. I don't know if that would be ready in time, but like I think the plan would be just hit Chicago with cuirassiers on the first turn of the war, run that over, have the slow-moving stack head towards Atlanta. This is where his big stack is, or moderately sized stack. Be prepared to defend if they come after the reach. We could hit LA on the first turn of the war too. We should have some cuirassiers able to just doot right there before there's a chance to whip defenders. Yeah, that would probably be it. Have enough mounted units able to grab these 2 cities right away while the slow movers head for Atlanta. Something like that. The national epics in the capital, the heroic epics in Pigapalooza. How many total cuirassiers do we have? 26? That's pretty good. Can always have more, of course. Keep you here for right now. All right. I think I mostly have the tile improvements changed up over here with these cities. Dude want to farm this one though. That's a lot of mounted units. I need more one movers though. They're on their way. This stupid city getting its water poison or having its granary sabotaged cost me. Stupid. So let's see. In terms of this, we're going to need more from Sitting Bull if we're going to steal military science from him. We will need more points with him. J-Man, we're going to try to steal democracy, and that's an expensive tech. Lincoln, though, we probably can pull off of for right now. Let's do this. In terms of techs, we still wouldn't mind stealing scientific method from Lincoln. But democracy is kind of the biggie, and we have a spy in place for that. Only 3 spies right now. That's not enough. Definitely not enough. Well, this spy coming out of Black Forest Ham can go to this spot here to steal military science. Should be very easy to steal a tech from there. We need jails. We're working on jails. We're working on it. Anyway, so I think this was the city I drafted last. Just see if I can. I drafted water treatment. Rio can certainly give up a pop point. It can draft off this cottage that we don't care about. And that is the tile that was taken. Good. Gonna be a long walk up over there, but it'll get there someday. Where are my railroads? Anyway, this city's in resistance, so it can't draft. And we're back to swine time now. So the next cycle can begin in about 5 turns. I can draft without stacking up the double unhappiness penalty. I have a lot of muskets moving in that direction. I actually have 16 muskets. Almost there. highlight my message. So yeah, we have jails under production. Like I said, a lot of cities are finishing stuff and then moving on to jails. The Reach is going to build a spy, but then it'll want a jail after that. Okay, so we caught a spy there. Probably trying to poison the water supply. Probably. Our income's also going up as we finish more of these banks. All right, so there's another jail. This one I think we'll whip, because we're going to hit size 14. And then we can whip off like 2 scientists. All right, here, since you're right by the front lines, let's get out a spy. Okay. And again, as I said, you always want to... Again, just got a great profit. Okay. Always want to have roads for mobility at the front. All right, where's the big siege stack? That's not it. Where is it? There it is. Almost there. As soon as this siege stack arrives, we're going to move. So that needs... Hold on. Oops. Next turn to here, the following turn to there. So what is it? Turn 210, 211, 1, 2, 3. So like turn 212, I think, we move to there. Yeah, something like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Yep, so I just need to move the turn before I declare war. I need to move cuirassiers down here. The good news is that from this tile, they can get to there, and from that tile right there, they can go 1, 2, 1, 2, and hit LA. I should probably move a couple muskets down there, though, to defend that city afterwards. 1 musket at least. We'll move down there. Got to start moving it now, because it's a slow mover. We can also move up the musket in the Reach and the mace in the Reach over there. Anyway, welcome those of you who are just getting here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Logistics, always want to be thinking about them. Just trying to keep some workers near the front lines. All right, so here's a spy. Even better if I can take the walls down in Chicago on the turn that the cuirassiers gallop forward to attack it. Still annoyed by these peak tiles, but whatever. I mean, at this point, I'm just building roads in the core for lack of more important stuff to do. All right, need a couple more turns there. That's just 3 turns. All right, you guys move back here. I don't know, road this tile, I guess. Okay, so up here, we improve this city for now. Oh, I want to work that tile, not the stupid cottage. All right, so we got it up to 6 food per turn, which is like as good as we're going to do. And here, there's, again, not much more we can do. So why don't you guys head back here. And at Cold Pizza, let's see, I was waiting for the city to grow. And another size or 2 will cottage some of these tiles that are riverside. But for right now, I think the city's okay. This city needs a jail. Shrine time. Yeah, this city is also mostly just growing. We can probably replace... Might be able to replace this with a cottage down the road too. But let's let it grow a little bit more. The bank is really nice here because we get so much income. Like this city, even over the jail, needs to build market, then bank, then grocer. I think we have the market already, yeah, but we need the others. Hey, Link Mario Samus. Okay, I don't know where you're going to go, but let's get you to the front lines. You will be used somewhere in the American campaign. We should try to get Christianity in this city too, because it'll make it easier to flip if there's Christianity in here. Oh, we also don't have enough points to see inside the city, because we just spent all that on stealing chemistry. Okay, well, we'll be able to see inside soon enough. We only need 1922. This group of workers, I think, doesn't need to do a whole lot. I guess we can road this tile. All right, drafts. We can draft this city now. Fail gold, because it's back to size 6. Boop. Gets us another musket. That in mind, let's send another one down here. Wait, I did not intend that to be 2. Oh well. I'll send one back next turn. Okay, looking good. Getting ready for offensive action. Question will be how many cuirassiers to send down there. Well, we'll see how many defenders there are. Geez, AI is still trying to spy. All right, so you need a jail. Got another spy. And another spy here. Why don't you get me one more spy? No, we need a jail here. All right, cold pizza, jail. Everybody, it's the new movement sweeping the nation, building jails. So we finally have the granary done here. Let's let the food box fill up, then we'll look to whip something. This is a good commerce city, so we're going to need the commerce buildings here. I think we start with the jail because it allows more spy specialists and also more espionage, which is what we're kind of doing here right now. Okay, so we don't actually want the library here. What we want is the jail. More important building. We will finish the library eventually, but not a huge priority. Okay, you move down. I wanted 2 muskets down here, not 3. Accidentally moved too many. Okay, I did not want that guy in American territory last turn. So we should have all the roads we need in this area for right now. A lot of units just reaching this tile on go-to orders. There we go. That's looking a bit better. What's our military power look like right now? So we finally took over first place, although not by a lot. Exceeded Sitting Bull. Lincoln is quite a bit lower than us. Kopek's even lower. So just chilling there to steal democracy. Don't have enough to steal it yet. It's a pretty expensive tech, so that's the reason why I'm spending heavily on Portugal right now. These techs do get more and more expensive as the game goes on. With our steals, we've actually been keeping up in tech really well. Like we don't have everything the AI has, but like we're way ahead. Like we might not have military science, but like we're ahead philosophy, alphabet, music, paper, astronomy. Like with this guy, we're behind economics and we're about to be behind democracy, but we're ahead liberalism, astronomy, gunpowder, etc. I think he's the tech leader, J-Man. Kopek's behind philosophy, printing press, astronomy. Lincoln's behind education, music, guild. Oh, he doesn't have guilds. No wonder he doesn't have knights. He just hasn't researched guilds yet. Okay, well, that makes this war easier. That's good to see. All right, so the stack will be on the border next turn. 1, 2, 3. I think I actually want them to move here next turn. Let's move this. Well, we can do that next turn. Move the siege to here, and then 1, 2, 3. I think towards Atlanta. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, I think that the way to do the conquest is to go like down like this and then loop up and around, with probably late arriving reinforcements taking Houston, but like down and around like this, I think is the way to go. Chicago, Los Angeles falls immediately. Chicago, we take with our cuirassiers, and then the big stack hits Atlanta, which is probably like where the biggest battle takes place. It's like they can move there, there, there. Actually, they could move here. 1, 2. would be attacking across a river, but that would be enough to at least get in range with the siege units. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We should start moving in that direction. That's a better approach angle to come through this pass here. Okay. Although if we can take out, hold on, Atlanta's borders are here. Actually, no. The better way to go is capture Chicago. Houston's borders are only, yeah. If we capture Chicago, these tiles will be in our territory. So the siege stack could move into Chicago and then onto this tile here, and that's an easier approach. Okay. So like the siege stack moves here on the first turn of the war. Crossyears capture Chicago, then 1, 2, 3 to here, and then they're right next to Atlanta. And that way we're not crossing the river either, because we're attacking from this tile here. Okay, got to think through like how the borders work here. So we have one spy in Chicago. We'd like to get another spy into Atlanta. That would be like the next tile, because we'd really like to take down the defenses of that city. You are going to go to this spot. Going to take you a little while to get there, but I'll get there in time. All right. So any more units to upgrade? We have one war elephant that apparently I forgot to upgrade, so let's do that. It has 5 XP. All right. Let's move a couple maces over here. Yeah, we now have cultural control of this tile, so we don't have to worry about it flipping. We have a City Raider 3 Mason here too. Oh well. Well, poor Achilles. Maybe someday you'll get an opportunity to do something. I think we still need a couple more turns before we start our next draft cycle. 3 more turns. Okay. But we're still heading for rifling. No one else seems to be beelining. We're a little bit fortunate that there's no AIs that have rifling as like a high tech preference in their AI tech flavors. So that's kind of a plus. No, the city in the north is still there. It has not. There hasn't been a revolt just yet. As I said, we'll gift it to him once it revolts once, but I'm hoping it'll starve down into uselessness before that. All right, what do we want here? I think the jail, honestly. It's just the best building for us right now. Okay, got the library, jail. Like, it's gonna start starving, but in the meantime, we'll certainly get a lot of culture here. What do we want to name the doomed city, by the way? I mean, we might as well start whipping it. What would I like to whip? Courthouse. Oh wait, no, we can't run. Jail. Just whip this. Costs 4 pop, but then we'll be able to work more specialists. Doomed City. Seeded Beef. Seeded Beef is such a weird name. Doomed City over there. Alright. How many more turns do we need here? Can we see? Alright, so we still can't see. So let's try to have enough to steal democracy next turn. Because I don't want the spy sitting there for more turns than needed. There's a risk every turn the spy can be caught. Okay, so cold pizza. Yeah, now that cold pizza's at the point of running just specialists, let's dial down the food a little bit there with some cottages. Okay, I want to go to Atlanta. You can head in there next turn. So we said, yeah, so we said the attack's going to go through Chicago. All right, so you guys move up there. So now I need a detachment of 2 movers that can take LA. Because we're going to go in next turn. Let's split the stack here. All right. That should be more than enough. Should be more than enough. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 should be enough to kill 3 units. And then I've got 1 movers that can come in behind and defend. Like, I want to make sure the reach is... Just upgrade this unit for safety's sake. Put another defender in there. I have the money to spend. All right, so the rest of you... just chill there for right now. You, I don't know where you're going to go. Probably to a city, probably to either New York or something. So why don't we move you down this way? Because you're going to go to Atlanta. You're going to go maybe to New York and just start sitting there, accumulating the benefit for being there in the city. I'd actually like to road this tile, but now I have to be aware of next turn I could get attacked there. So, well, I don't want to have to defend that tile. Yeah, the odds show with double movers will not be accurate until you're right next to the city. That's correct. Let's get you over to closer to the front lines, just for potential use for building roads or something. All right, which one this go to? Heroic Epic City continuously cranking out more units, always nice. All right, come on over here. Can't quite get in range to help build cottages this turn. All right, you are fine for right now. You've got a long journey ahead of you, but you'll get there eventually. All right, this next turn is going to be a big one. So J-Man still should not be plotting war. Yeah, he's still not plotting war, so we should be safe for the moment, hopefully. I wouldn't be shocked if Lincoln asked him to join the war either, but like if we can kill Lincoln's military quickly, I'm not like that scared if they get pulled into a war with both of them either. I mean, I'm higher than both of them in power, and it's not like the AI knows how to use its military. Plus, I'm about to start another drafting round. And I have better units than both of them. I've got cuirassiers and the ability to draft muskets, and they're both all medieval, so I'm not that worried about them. There's that. Oh, maybe we can get the peace treaty to extend for 10 turns onto rifling. Like, I do want to get a jail in here eventually, but I think for right now I just keep pushing this. All right, jail. All right, now that we got the 2 spies out of this city, jail, onto jail, jail. You'll never believe this, but I think I'm going to order up another jail here. They're just so good for my economy. Oh, what the? Look at this. Actually working tiles back there. 9% each turn to revolt. Okay. Don't know that I've ever seen that before. Alright. Let's see if we can steal democracy. Alright, there it is. 94%. This is an expensive one, so we kind of want this to go through. Alright, cross your fingers. There we go. So now we can build the security bureaus too. We don't want the AI to build security bureaus though. We definitely don't want emancipation. Alright, so that's another tech. 22. That's a big steal though. Alright. So Lincoln just came out of his golden age. That's good news. Now let's see if we can get... So what's the way to get enforced peace with him? It would be to demand gold. Well, he has no money. I can't demand 1 gold because he doesn't have it. Or can I do it with a resource? Could I like demand his spices? Does that work? Those of you who are familiar with this. Statue of Liberty would be a monster wonder for us. Yeah, we should start that somewhere. Like those of you who are more familiar with this, is it possible to demand spices and have that work the way that this is supposed to do? Yeah, I should start Statue of Liberty. I wasn't even thinking about it. People are saying I can't do it before the first. Well, right, but the first 10 turns just wore off this turn. So we have that option again. Because if you look at active, it doesn't say anything like that. All right, well, let's see. No. He said no. Okay. Well, that's... You can buy a resource for gold per turn and then demand gold. I suppose that's true. All right, well, we ended up getting a resource from him there. I'm a little cautious because I don't want to make him... I don't want to actually cause him to declare war. We can try again. Let's try again next turn and see if he has any money. All right. So we're going to declare war this turn. Look at all my cities building jails. So I think the capital is probably the best one to start Statue of Liberty. We're going to do it. Wow, this is an expensive wonder, isn't it? If we're going to go for it, we probably need to go for it right away. Now, it's too bad we don't have a great engineer for this. Let me just look at production, see if any other city would be worthwhile. Pigapalooza has the most. Black Forest Ham, interestingly enough, is 23 production. Where's Black Forest Ham again? And this city has some forest to chop too. This city might be better, honestly, because we can chop a whole bunch of forest into it. Let's go. Let's try it. Also, the capital is more important stuff to work on. Let me grab some of those stacks of workers that are literally doing nothing and send them over there to start chopping. Sure, why not? I didn't get forced peace. I'm aware of that. Okay, the only thing that matters is the demand, not what you're demanding. Gotcha. Look at all these forests here. A lot of them are outside the... Well, I should get over to the actual city first, but look at all these forests here. We can chop into that. Cool. All right, let's leave the workers unmoved. All right, poor Lincoln. We were really mean to him. We've been really mean to him in this game. All right, split the stack. Let's move the 2 movers up first. Shift click? No, control click is all the same type. Lincoln. You know what? We're not even going to talk to him. I'm just going to declare war. So we do lose 2 resources, wheat and sheep. We should try to get them back if we can. Let's see if we can get them from Sitting Bull. Oh, he's down to cautious now. That's not good because of the close borders. Yeah, it's not good that he is, but all right. Okay, I wasn't able to get any resources with him. Wasn't able to get resources with him either. Okay, well, we'll just have to conquer them from Lincoln then. Let's remove... All right, let's take all the ones that have not moved yet with the green dots and move to here. Oh yeah, I should add some... You're right, I should start adding some lumber mills, because there are a couple tiles I had reserved for lumber mills, like here. And that's something more useful that some of these workers could be doing, because there were some tiles I did save for lumber mills. Okay, so you're going to Atlanta. Down here, we should do this attack. Okay. All right, so this guy is going to be first because he's got the... This is actually pretty good odds. We have almost 50% odds not to die here with the shock. Again, so that's one of the advantages of the Crossseers. Because they're gunpowder units, they don't get affected by city walls or castles. Now, there's no castle here. There is city walls. But we don't have to deal with ridiculous odds. Oh, look at this. There's a horse archer and a crossbow there. So we'll probably lose here. But, you know, we have a third odds to win outright. And then odds, 10% odds to retreat. So that wasn't bad. All right, we got the pike, knocked the pike down to nothing. And I think we'll actually have odds in this battle. Yeah, 74%. And which we won flawlessly. Nice. Now there's just an axe. Let's hold the formation guy, because we might need that. Alright, well we won that easily. And now we just got a injured pike. We'll use the shock guy, because probably the best opportunity for that. Easy enough. Alright, one city down. Many cities to go. Decent stuff survived. A jail survived capture. Nice. Alright, well, hello. Apparently there's a whole bunch of random units on here. Well, that is why I made sure to bring along a couple of muskets for protection. So we can kill the horse archer and the crossbow easily. Where's that formation unit again? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we move here, we can attack. I know I have to cross the river penalty, but this way I'm in the city after making that attack. So now I've got a crossbow and a worker. I think I do want to finish off this unit. This unit can kill it and then promote to get health back. There we go. Let's just take, I think we need to take, so I want one musket to cover that tile. Another musket to come in here. Let's just take combat 3. Good general use promotion. I'm not going to attack here because they're in a forest with the 50% bonus defense. So they can stand there all they want, but the AI being the AI, they'll move the worker away, and then these units will move away. All right. So meanwhile, up here,
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
I'll just move you guys. You can only move one tile up, one tile to cover the two movers. Cover the one mover stack. Yeah. And the Great General Medic is probably fine, just sticking with the big stack for right now. It'll be able to move wherever next turn. So this I wanted to go to New York. Fastest way is through my territory. So I still have some extra units down here. I think we've got enough force up there at the moment. So let's keep them down here and then be prepared to like ride as needed elsewhere. I think I'll just keep them. I think right here is actually not the worst spot. Just playing zone defense. I guess I could grab a worker right now, or that worker, but then that leaves them exposed to pikes. Now, is there a pike that could hit this tile? Yeah, there's a pike in that city, but this tile's can't get hit by anything, so we'll take that one. And then these other guys I think I'll just keep here for the time being. There's no pike that can hit them. I like them being in a position where they can move to different spots. And these workers... You know what? Instead of building useless, why don't you build lumber mills here? I keep forgetting I actually just finished the lumber mill. Okay, and then we have a spy here as well. You can head in the direction of New York. Maybe you get to New York first, and maybe that spy goes somewhere else. One of them will probably get caught anyway. All right, let's have you guys do actual work that matters instead of useless stuff. So, lumber mills. You can actually catch up with the slow movers. And you can catch up with the stack too. And you guys can come help over here because there's lumber mills to build over there. All right, busy turn. A lot going on here. So I have one spy going to steal a tech here. This spy Maybe steals another tech from Sitting Bull, because he's got military science. I might want something else beyond that. If he goes for steal, See, one nice thing is if I get a successful tech steal, they teleport back to my capital. So like that's a way to move back in that direction too. Let's send this guy over here as well, just because it's a slow mission. Also, if one of them gets caught, it'll help. All right, so next turn we'll drop the defenses in Chicago, assuming we don't get caught. The security bureau is under production, so yeah, it's going to get harder to steal techs as the game goes on. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to move now. Just get so large that I can overwhelm people. Lincoln's getting physics. Yeah, well, maybe we'll steal that from him, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see if we have a chance to steal from him before the game's over, before he gets eliminated. If he gets knocked down to one city left, I might try to lift one last tech off him, which would probably be scientific method. But the other thing I could do is once I get rifling, I could burn a great scientist on scientific method, research scientific method, and then steal physics. But we'll see. Let's hope our spies don't get caught, and let's see what Lincoln does in response. Okay, I'm a little surprised that the Cuirassier defended and not the musket in here. So instead of me attacking them in the forest where they get the 50% defensive bonus, they stupidly attacked me across a river. And that's where the muskets are there to defend against the pikes. Oh, I forgot that they have ships. Oh well. Well, I'll trade that for my galleon. There was nothing on board that ship. Hey, guess what? You just traded a caravel for a galleon. Not the greatest trade on their side. But let's sit back closer. Let's get back to a safer distance. Also, I could probably use this ship over here, so just in case I need another naval unit up there. All right, you go to Atlanta and start waiting for units to get there, because this is where I thought this is where his main stack. Oh no, his main stack has moved down here. Okay, well that's easy to kill. We should be able to kill that pretty easily. Looks like he's going to go for the reach. Yeah, we can take that out with ease. All right, well, first things first. Support City Revolt. 95% odds, costs a disgustingly low amount of espionage points. This is why we turn off spies in our multiplayer games. Active spies, because it's just way too easy to do this. Okay, I mean, that costs like nothing in terms of espionage points. Alrighty, so now there's no defenses here. We have a pike, a mace, a longbow, and that's it. The axe is outdated. The horse archer doesn't get defensive bonuses. So it's really just the pike. So let's see if we can find a shock unit. Do I have one already promoted shock? I'm kind of hesitant. There's someone with shock. I'm kind of hesitant to give too many more people shock because it's going to be outdated. Like we're moving out of the era of melee units. 75% odds. Pretty good. Looks like we won. So now we just need to kill the longbow. I'll save the formation guy. Let's take a combat 2. Oh, actually the mace defense, because it has higher base defense than the longbow. Do I have another shock unit? Although I think another shock unit will... Alright, I don't really want to give another person shock, so we'll just take the 78%. Alright, and we have one more unit to kill the longbow, and then that's it. And we have 88% against the longbow. Yeah, longbow with no promotions is not as... Oh wait, did we actually lose this? Oh, we did. Lost the 88. Well, that's fine. We won 2 at like 75-ish odds, so it's not shocking. Although we knocked it down to one hit and then lost 5 consecutive rounds. That should be it though. The horse archer's not going to win and the axe is not going to win. So 99.3. This is like a cleanup at this point. 99. Austin Powers has been our most successful spy. I have to confess I haven't really been paying attention to their names. Oh, that guy managed to get one hit in. Install a new governor. Oh, courthouse and jail. Nice. This will be... We got a lot of our espionage infrastructure out of... in place already. Plus, this will be a really nice city down the road. This is where I wanted to settle in the early game and didn't get a chance to do so. All right, so the next up is we need to deal with this stack. So we want to split off a few catapults to deal with that. One, two, three. So if we move here, presumably they're going to move here next to the city. So if we move our catapults to here, 1, 2, 3, and hit them next turn, they only have 1 2-mover in this stack, so the reach is totally fine. So let's move a couple cats down, because remember, cats are good in the field. 4 should be good. We don't have to worry about this stack moving to hit us here, because there's no road on this tile. Foolishly, no roads on the border. And then let's move a couple of 1-movers down, just so we have them on hand to hit the stack. Now the rest of the 1-movers are going to move up and start marching on the next city, because they got to get started early. And we were able to move through the culture just as we were hoping to. Oh shoot, I should have left, I needed to leave a 1-mover to defend the city we just captured. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I wanted to put 2 muskets in here. I can move some back next turn, but now I don't have any defensive unit to hold that tile. I'm not too worried about the AI recapturing it, but now I'm gonna have to leave like a couple cuirassiers in here. It's okay, but not ideal. That pike in the north can attack Chicago. Yes, it can, which is why I wish that I hadn't done that, but well, we will have to take one of these cuirassiers. We're gonna have to put a couple in here for safety's sake. Someone who's injured can go in there too. All right. That should be enough. All right, now the rest of the units will come down here to cover the flying stack. This unit's pretty much full health. I'll put them here, 1 away from the front line, so they're a little bit safer. The injured unit, at least. Actually, this unit's injured enough that it should probably get in there and heal too. Although that then does free up. No, that's probably good. All right. So the rest of these units haven't moved yet. Actually, I'll put them here. So they're ready to come down here and kill that stack next turn. This will also give us a chance to move this worker. And from here, they can always, like this stack will move here next turn, kill whatever's there, and then move 1, 2, 1, 2, and hit. Again, the extra movement point just so useful in this game. Okay, down here, we are going to need a medic unit here, because our Great General Medic can't be on both sides of the fight at once. Has some very highly promoted cuirassiers over here. All right. Let's pull you back to here. I'll be able to use someone from this fight, make them medic, and send them over to LA. Otherwise, these units, let's see. Now let's keep you over here. Let's pull you back over here, able to hit that tile next turn. 2 muskets should be sufficient to hold this for right now. One of them got a promotion to city garrison. We already know where Lincoln's big stack is. It's right here, so I don't think he has anything pushing on LA. You can heal in 1 turn, so do that. Have you heal for a turn. You're full health, so come and join this group. You just get away from the front lines for right now. As far as this spy, start heading for New York. Let's see. Yeah. Don't like ending the turn in their territory, but I need to end the turn there if I'm going to reach New York. So we already have a spy in Atlanta. Let's have you come down here. So we still have we have more than enough espionage points with Lincoln. We don't have to spend more with him for right now. Let's split right now evenly with Sitting Bull and J-Man, each getting half of the points. There's that stack for Portugal. All right, so far so good. Pretty good early turns here. You move to here, as you can't quite reach everybody else. You move to here. All right, so we're well positioned to annihilate that stack next turn and then move up to Atlanta. Capturing Atlanta will free up a ton of territory in Lincoln's space because like Atlanta's borders project to here. Hold on, let me finish moving the workers and then I'll highlight where what space will be freed up. You are going to go to Chicago. You'll be the defender for Chicago. Also, Philgold needs to be drafted. That'll be another defender. Oh, there's a catapult in there too that somehow I forgot was in there. Well, let's activate you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This in position to maybe hit that stack next turn too. Poor Pigapalooza is currently starving because it needs health. Gonna need to get more health resources, but we can capture them. Like we'll be able to capture those spices soon. Okay, lumber mills. Yes, there are some tiles I was saving for lumber mills. This one up here, I know I was saving for a lumber mill because it's riverside and all that. You go help out with that. Meanwhile, you guys can come down here and help chop for Statue of Liberty.
Was benötigen Sie?
I think so. So we can lumber mill this tile. Let's start with that. You guys are good here. And I don't know where you're going, but somewhere towards America. So we'll send you in that direction. All right, good. Oh wait, this unit should probably promote. Let's see. So we already have a medic healer up here. So how about you just promote city rate? You're full health. But let's get you combat 1. Okay. All right, so I wanted to sketch out where the borders are. So Atlanta, 60% culture extends out to here. But like what happens when Atlanta's gone? All right, so New York's borders, 60%. So here's 20%, 40, 60. So New York controls these 2 tiles, but New York doesn't control this tile. So like everything, like these tiles, so these tiles will be in American borders, but this will not. So yeah, it's going to open up a tremendous amount of culture. Everything to the north and east of those 3 tiles will be outside of their control. And as for Washington, 20, 40, 60, Washington controls up to these 3 tiles. But again, everything to the east of that is pretty much would be freed up because Philly only extends to here, here, and here. So yeah, like all of this territory by Atlanta is going to get freed up. Great stuff. And we'll swing around. This frigate's almost done. Once the frigate can bombard down the defenses, I might have some of the units that have been healing here just swing up to Houston as soon as I can take the defenses down. Still, war's going really well thus far. As good as we could hope for. Let's actually tick up espionage spending because we've got some money in the bank and we'll get more capture gold. All right, let's see what happens. So we've caught a spy. Our spy did not get caught. That's good news. The bank at Shrine Time is enough to almost increase spending further, which we probably can. So I wanted the grocer here just because I want to make use of that shrine income. Even over the jail. All right, let's do the military stuff first. Yep, so the AI moved exactly where we thought they would. Pillage the farm. So now here's where we kill Lincoln's whole army. All right, so City Raiders no good because we're out in the open, so we'll just promote for extra collateral damage. I'm gonna hit with a couple catapults. Probably don't even need to use all of them, but just want to get some collateral damage. All right. By the way, let's see if we can track Lincoln's power rating this turn. I don't think he's rival worst. No, he's not rival worst, but I mean he's taken a beating the last couple turns, and this is going to be worse for him. All right, so we got some collateral damage. Let's see. So this one hasn't. This actually gets plus 10% versus melee units, all the way up to 15% retreat odds. So it's got like 1 in 7 odds to come back. Not exactly good, but I think we want one more catapult. I mean, that's why I built these things, after all. Now we're up to 28%, thanks to the collateral. So 1 in 4 odds. Oh, is it actually going to survive? Oh, go catapult! Yes. Nice. Okay, so now we've shredded that stack pretty thoroughly. I think we're good at this point. I don't think we need to do more collateral damage. There's 1 full health mace, and that's basically it. So let's wipe them up. Clean up duty here. So what tile do I want to attack from? I think from this tile if I can, just because that's where the group is. Might end up moving the medic down here, not on this turn, but on the following turn. Or I could attack from the reach. No, attacking from this tile is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and then 6. So this is the only really dangerous unit, is that mostly full health pike. I think everything else is a cleanup from here. There's another mostly full health pike. So do we have another shock unit? Oh, and now we're going to get the collateral flanking damage. Not collateral damage, flanking damage. All right, let's heal you up. I'll use this to clean up. Like right now, this does not get good odds. Well, 70% is not bad or anything, but let's clean up a few more of the units that are close to full health. Anyone else shocking here, just out of curiosity? Nope. These are mostly unpromoted units. Okay. I'll have one of you take shock then, because it does still. There's still enough units that still seems to be pretty useful here. Okay. 90%, 91%. So this is why I wasn't bothering to build a lot of pikes. I'm just kind of annihilating everything anyway. How does the combat 2 unit do? All right, 98%. So now we're into the cleanup phase. I'm really happy I got the catapult retreat. I mean, it wasn't critical or anything, but it was still fun to see. All right, so I would like to use mostly 1 movers to finish cleaning these units up, because if I can use 1 movers... Oh, we got a great general, by the way. Nice. You're going to Pigapalooza, because we don't need another great general. Now, I could lead this warrior as a warlord, but I think I will go ahead and join as a military instructor instead. So now we'll have 9 XP units coming out of this city. And if we're in Theocracy, that'll be, they'll come out with 3 promotions. Anyway. Yeah, so we're mostly just 96 to 97. That was kind of, didn't do a whole lot in terms of changing the odds. So the Treb and Catapult are going to die to flanking damage. This is already 97%. We've gotten a lot of great scientists this game, it's true. Alright. Oh, I forgot that I had all these other crosshairs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shoot. I made a mistake there. I should have been attacking with these units, not the ones here. Because the ones here can move to support the attack on Atlanta, whereas these ones are not in position to do so. Oh, wait, actually, yes, they are. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter. They both can attack. Cool. They both can join the fight in their own way. But at this point, I think we mostly want to see if we can use the 1 movers to finish off. I guess we still need a few more cuirassiers. Still need a couple more. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I could have attacked with that musket, but I mismoved. I moved to here. I could have just moved 1, 2, 3 and attacked. Oh, well. Not a huge deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 6 attackers that are not cuirassiers. So I think I still need to kill like 1 more unit. So many units from Lincoln just all completely wasted, and then there goes the cuirassier, or there goes the units via flanking damage. All right, one of these guys is injured. I wanted to use the injured unit to attack. All right, so all the two movers then are going to move into the city, and then next turn the Great General will be here to heal them, so they'll be able to heal very quickly. All right, now let's see if we can use some one movers for cleanup duty. Here's all the draftees getting their muskets out and allowing the cuirassiers to do more important stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think if we win every battle, I think we have enough. We might need one more cuirassier. These are only 90% battles, so I'm not guaranteed to win. It's because I don't have any promotions on these guys. Like, if they were combat 2, they'd have good odds. But, hey, one nice thing is they're going to get a point of experience for winning these battles, so that'll allow them to take either a city garrison or combat 1. Chariots. What are chariots doing here? Like, chariots, what? This guy's not actually going to win with the chariot, is he? Okay. Unnecessarily dramatic. Did manage to get 4 hits on my dude. So a chariot, a mace, and a chariot is what's left. All right, so we've got this cuirassier who's a little bit behind the action because it was moving up. I mean, it could be worse. It could be cuirassiers against chariots. That guy's not even injured, so doesn't even need to like move back to heal. I guess that tile's fine. By the way, I'm going to need my workers here because I'm going to need to re-road this tile. So again, always need to have those workers ready. Gonna have to erode that. All right, so there's 2 of these units left. So we're gonna have the longbow kill the chariot while remaining in the city. And I had a mace in this city too. Mace on mace. So Lincoln just lost his whole army, and I think he killed 2 catapults. I think that was it. Yeah, so they'll have to move here, but this way next turn they have that tile roaded. All right, good turn. Let's look at the combat log overall. Yeah, that's a lot of green text, so that was pretty good. So we lost 2 catapults, and we killed his whole army, basically. So, adios, Lincoln. So we didn't knock him below rival worst, but we did a lot of damage to his power rating. Okay. Well, that went well. So now move up this, cover this here. Great General Medic sits here for 1 turn, healing the units. All right, you can heal in 1 turn. You can heal, oh man, 7 health and back to full health the next turn. It's just so nice. All right, 1 mover slow stack moves up. I wasn't done over there. All right, you're full health, so you can move up too. That's right, I had that unit in there to cover the stack. You're at 11 HP, so I'm kind of thinking I should just move up to support the attack there, but all of these guys full health. Yep. All right, come join the fun. Come join the fun. I'm sorry, this is just like, here we go, have fun. Anyway, so this spy is in position to drop the walls next turn. Let's move you here, because that's a good tile to be on for positioning. And then it'll probably take slightly longer to get to New York, but there's a way of telling who wins. The dot on the unit icon turns red. I actually didn't know that. So this unit, I think, can heal back to full just right here. So I'll do that rather than moving. So we have a unit in New York. Let's start moving you in this direction towards Washington. Also going to provide vision of enemy movements, too. I actually didn't know that, so. Have fun storming the castle, boys. Yeah, seriously. Let's just move you up. But, I mean, we're kind of tearing through... oh, we had a worker here, too. Could have just moved this here. I didn't have to pull those workers off. I could have moved here, roaded this turn. The road would have finished next turn. I forgot I had a worker on that tile. Well, that was inefficient. So I don't know where you're going, but just move you in this direction too. Probably take down the defenses in a city. All right, Chicago now has 2 musket defenders, which should make it relatively safe for the time being. Also some units healing. Oh, we got another unit here too. Okay. Could have easily roaded that tile this turn. Anyway, in other worker news, we finished this here. I think we're okay to hold growth right now. So Statue of Liberty down to 25 turns. We need to chop that. Chop and mine that tile. We can run a slight food deficit to work that tile, potentially. Yeah, we can pull off a farm and work that tile, and then we'd be food neutral. So I'm not running the spy specialist here, but that's okay for right now, because right now we're just trying to emphasize production. All right, so we can draft this city for another musket. Let's start moving it in this direction. We'll see where it ends up. Probably head for Atlanta. And I believe our draft cycle is also restarted. Yep, so Kornberg, gonna whip off probably that scientist. We'll find a place for all these people down the road. All right, can regrow into that. Oh, we need to lumber mill these tiles too. They actually become semi-decent tiles once they have lumber mills. All right, we'll draft off one of the water tiles here. It's Sydney Barks. As it slowly walks towards the front lines. And Fort Porker, I actually don't know if I want to draft this city. I think I'm okay with leaving this one at size 14. Field Goal Blues we just drafted. Is that it for this turn? Okay. Black Forest Ham we're not going to draft. Gruber Coast will be the next one to get drafted. Okay. All right, good turn. These turns do slow down when we're at war, but we've been doing pretty well thus far. So as far as spies that are actually out there ready to steal techs, I think the next steal is coming from Sitting Bull. I think we have some spies headed in that direction. We want to steal, so we got democracy, which was big for us. And I think the next thing is we're going to steal military science from Sitting Bull, and then I guess we steal economics from that guy. So I should send a spy up there. One of the ones on... Okay, we've got some extra spies over here. There's one right over here. So, oh, here we go. Let's maybe send you up to the north coast so you can get ready to do a new mission in Portugal. Something like that. Okay. Oh, they caught the spy in Atlanta. That's unfortunate, because that was going to bring down the walls there. That's too bad. Womp womp. All right, Security Bureau is next. We're actually getting 70 espionage points per turn here. All right, and there we go. Work those spy specialists. For right now, I guess we'll stick with this. That's quite unfortunate, although there's not a lot in terms of defenses here. Well, we do have the siege stack here. I think we commit a treb or two for collateral damage, and then we bombard with the rest, and, you know, we didn't get the walls down, but it is what it is. I would have much rather had this spy get caught than that one, who had moved all the way to Atlanta. At least at New York, we're established there. Although we're established at Atlanta, too. Anyway, let's do the attack first, because we want to free up the borders in this area. All right, trebuchets, noble units. This is why you exist, to go in there and do collateral damage at 3% odds. Looks like we didn't get any hits on the longbow, which is a bit unfortunate. Got a lot of collateral on the horse archers who we don't care about. Alright, we got at least one hit that time. And by one hit, that looks like that's all we got. Oh, we got 2 hits. Okay. So this is maybe not quite as ideal as some of the other places where it was set up. We had everything all set up for the spy, but it just didn't work out. I think we want one more, because we want to try to get a hit on this longbow, and then I think we're pretty good. I don't want to lose every siege unit here, because I think we have more than enough to get through this. All right, so we've gotten damage on all of the units we care about. So now we use the surviving siege units to take down the walls as much as we can, which does almost nothing against castles, because castles are ridiculously too strong, but I mean, it did, at least it did a little bit. It got it down to 51%. All right, so I've got a shock guy gets, wow, 51% odds. Cuirassiers are strong units. You get 50% against that pike. Nice. That was one of the tougher units. Because the horse archers are irrelevant. They don't get defensive bonuses. They'll just die instantly. All right. So we've got another... Is that another pike in there? No, that's a mace. 47. Let's see. What promotions do we have on these guys? So we've got some formation guys here. All right, I've got some shock units here, so we might as well use them. The ones that have shock. All right, I'll take the 73. Nice. All right. So that's pretty much it as far as shock units go, or melee units. Now we're all the way up to 87. Now this is with a combat 3 cuirassier, but I'll take it. 95? Nice. And then we're going to have a bunch of battles against horse archers that don't get defensive bonuses. Alright, so far so good. So how many units do we have left? We have like one real unit that has to die. A longbow, and then it's just a bunch of killing horse archers that don't matter. So we should have really high odds for everything now. Oh, apparently my go-to order is just executed. Okay. Well, again, we want to take down the borders here first. So these guys already attacked. I only get 80% odds with the one movers, so let's use a few more of these guys. I even have formation promotion on this guy, so he gets the promotion, the anti-mounted promotion here. Anyway, just to go back to something NotSpamBot said earlier, I wonder if the overbuffing of walls and castles was to encourage people to use spies. I believe that was the logic behind it. I still think that was a kind of a silly argument, though. Look at this, the catapult actually defends over the horse archer. That's pretty sad because of the formation promotion. I mean, this is just cleaning up. 99.4. I mean, I guess we could lose at this point, but it doesn't really matter. So we haven't, what did we lose? We lost a couple trebuchets. I think yeah, 3 trebuchets, and our spy died, unfortunately. But everything else is just, you know, can't stand up to these cuirassiers. These are all 99s now, so they're pretty easy victories. Yeah, so we're cutting through these guys pretty easily here. All right, so I'll use a musket to get the second point of XP, so it can take like city garrison or something. Why was there a chariot still in the AI territory? All right, so yes, install a new governor. Oh, we got a lot of stuff in here. We got another shrine. What? How many shrines do we control? Are we just going to get the shrine for every religion in the game by the end of this? Also, Angkor Wat. That's kind of interesting. +1 from priests. Anyway. A lot of stuff survived conquest there. Jail courthouse survived again. Nice. All right. Well, that musket took a fair bit of damage. All right, so I'm going to move the Great General Medic down to here for this turn. And we're going to heal up the units here. And then the next turn, it'll move from the Reach up to Atlanta. All right, well, let's road that tile. There we go. Let's heal the units that are here. All right, you can be of use up in Atlanta. Oh, we need to road this tile. Ah, crud. See, if I'd roaded this and then pulled workers over, kind of bad that I can't road that because I could go 1, 2, 3. I should have seen that I needed to road that last turn. Oh well, can't see everything. But in any case, well, just have to move up like this then. But I would have liked to have moved those units into Atlanta for more defense. Still, as I said, it is what it is. All right, so these guys will join up with the other 1 movers. They can go 1, 2, 3, and start heading for Washington. Or no, they head for New York next, that's right. 1, 2, 3, and then it's from there up to Washington. So far, so good. We've taken the whole outer ring of American cities. 1, 2, 3. So there's 6 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7 left. But we're punching through pretty easily right now. We're going to have to take a turn or 2 to heal. All right, so heal. All right, you're full health, so you can get up there. Why don't you go to Atlanta? That's a good staging point. Also helps defend the city. All right, why don't you move here? Because we'll have this roaded next turn. You need to heal. So you'll be able to take City Garrison as a promotion. But I think I want you to take Combat 1 instead. Heal you. Heal you. So like if I promote, then you can heal and get back into action next turn. Heal yourself. Heal thyself. This guy almost can get back to full health. He'll be at like 11 health next turn. All right. Split the stack on these guys. All right, so let's heal you. You don't need to take a promotion. You should take a promotion. I'll just give you combat 2 for right now. You can take City Garrison 2. Have fun, Longbow. Don't think you're going to see combat, hopefully. All right, meanwhile, we've got some fresh Cuirassiers. Get up there. Atlanta's a good point to hang out for right now. Move into the city because you'll heal faster in the city next turn. Not everyone can make it into the city, but... All right, so we got a number of injured units here. We should hold, let's see, 1, 2, no, I need to move, Let's hold 1 musket here and move the others into the city to help protect the city. I mean, those units should be pretty safe there. All right, we have 2 muskets in Chicago. So these other Cuirassiers can move up. Actually, you know what? Let's gather some units and go take Houston. Yeah, we can do that. While these other units are healing, because I've got the frigate that can move here, start shooting. I've got some muskets that can come up here and move on to that tile to help out. 1, 2, 3 onto that tile. Yeah, I'll hold a couple Cuirassiers here, and then they can move here next turn. I mean, it's not like the city is well defended. All right, this guy's full health. Move on up here. Still have 2 muskets in LA, so it should be reasonably safe. And just to help out with this little plan, I'm going to move you guys up here. And this detachment, as I said, is going to go hit Houston. You're fine. These guys can chill here for right now. Love of worker management. Hey, I mean, that's what the whole game is about. The whole game's a game of worker management. All right, so here we'll start saving up espionage points. If you don't like worker management, this is not the game for you. It's the core of everything that happens in this game. All right, so we managed to get that lumber mill done. Now you can help there. And hey, you might as well help out too. Go help there. All right, so we've got some galleons here, just in case we need. I have a unit here that'll hop on board next turn. Alrighty. So we knocked like one turn off this build from chopping. So we're gonna mine this next turn. We could also steal this tile here. Let's get the food box filled up closer to full though. That tile will be mined next turn. So you guys are mostly just here to chop stuff. We probably don't need quite this many. Can split you up into like pairs of 2. Chop these forests. You can just join that group. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our cities again. So we've got our daily draft here. Yeah, so we'll be able to put 3 muskets, a mace, and about 8 cuirassiers next to that city next turn. Oh, and I'm going to want to have workers road that tile too. So let's see if I can grab some workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, these guys are not in range. These 2 can head up there. There'll be a turn behind the play, but they can head up there and be in position to road that tile. We'll have a road connection through here. Let's see, where do Philly's borders extend to? Philly, 1, 2. So Philly controls these tiles here. And San Francisco controls 40, 60, here. Okay, so we have access to we'll have access to the city via the tile just south of it. Okay. Other cities that can be drafted. Let's see. So we said Field Gold Blues. Black Forest Ham, we said we're not drafting because it's in the middle of that, but Gruber Coast can contribute. And it's actually right by the front line, so we can just toss another musket here. It actually has a decent, let's work this tile for right now so the jail actually gets done in reasonable time. The Reach is currently starving. It needs farming here. We need to repair the farms. Let's not draft it right now for that reason. And Ivory Coast is fine to contribute a pop point to the greater cause. Okay. All right, coming along nicely. Lincoln going for physics and all that. So we still have 2,700 espionage points invested with Lincoln at this point. Next move for these cuirassiers once they've healed is probably to go 1, 2, 3, and then hit New York. And the slow mover stack probably will just move towards Washington. Yeah, because I can hit this city, New York, really easily. Just want to make sure I have enough cuirassiers. Probably need another turn to stage here. Like we'll start moving the slow mover stack forward, but these guys will all be healed. They can move 1, 2, 3, 4. Like they can move to Atlanta and then, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, they can move here. And then be in position to go forward from there. When is enough drafting? Basically, you draft until you hit factories. Once you hit factories and infantry, that's when it ceases to be cost efficient. So that's usually the point. It's a good question. We also badly need to get more health resources. We're really hurting on health resources here. So we'll do the Security Bureau next. I guess we could technically do Spiral Minaret, but we haven't really built any Christian buildings. I think I'd rather just get that. Look at this, 200 espionage points from this city. Holy cow. All right, so you're going to work the extra spy specialist. And you have no commerce potential, so do the Security Bureau. 8 base espionage points, plus defense against enemy espionage. Not going to be great once the AI starts building them, but oh well. Actually, let's do the security bureau. I think we're okay on Crossiers for right now in this city.
Ihre Befehle?
Oh, he just got a great artist. I hope he doesn't. All right, so seeded beef has finally revolted. So let's seeded beef. Please accept this gift. Okay. Didn't really do a whole lot for us. We probably should have whipped it one more time. Oh well.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
Could have whipped it down to a smaller size, but oh well. He's still only cautious with us because of our border tension. I guess we should check to see if he's plotting war right now. All right, good. He's not. Because all my units are on the other side of my empire. All right, no, neither of them are plotting war. Excellent. That's what we wanted to see. So Lincoln's army getting slaughtered has now showed up on the power bar graphs. Has not gone. It's like, how's the war going? Not well. Not well. Yeah, the spices are like the spices here, which are right outside our territory, are going to be a help. The wheat at Washington is another resource we don't have. So those two are like that's +1 health with a grocer. That's +2 health in every city. So we just need to take over America's resources, basically. All right. Let's go ahead and start bombarding Houston. And grab this group here. Move it up here. And then move in.
Befehle?
I mean, there's very little in this city. I guess there's some units in the city, but move them up here. That should be enough to force our way into that city.
Alle vollzählig. Zur
So you're going to get loaded here for a trip up to Portugal. Let's just put you behind this for this turn. 1, 2, 3. Do this. Protect the boat with the frigate. There we go.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
All right, so here. I guess we don't have enough to steal attack with him right now. We will, though. I'm getting 390 per turn.
Alle vollzählig.
Let's have you hang out outside the city. We could maybe steal scientific method from... And I'm surprised that steel tech does not appear yet. Maybe we just have to wait one more turn. All right, down here, let's grab our medic, move him up to Atlanta, which is the new triage center. And then deal with the units that are down here. All right, so the workers, road this tile. Workers down here. I need you up here. Wasn't quite able to get you up there this turn. You can't join this turn, but you could be in Houston next turn, so that works for me. All right, meanwhile, you can get in Atlanta, help defend that. Slow mover stack is going to move to here, so you guys, no. Oh wait, there's actually a unit on that tile. Okay, well we just have to kill that unit first. Cuirassier, who's healthy. Eliminate this unit for us. Do we even need to kill this unit? Couldn't we just bypass it? All right, we'll just go to this tile instead. I don't see any reason to kill that unit.
Ihre Befehle?
Oh, you're at 8.7 health. I think you can move forward.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Stehe zu Diensten. Was benötigen Sie? Melde mich zum Dienst.
All right. This city it's the Reach that needs farms. It's the Reach. All right, you're pretty much done with the fighting here because you're at half health, and by the time you're healed, it'll all be all the fighting will be done. Okay, you fine. You can finish healing, even though you're at 11 HP.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Yeah, this is the unit that was hurt by the Great General Medic moving away, but it'll get healed soon enough. Boy, what a difference between when the medic's there and when the medic's not there, right? All right. Okay, so these units Can't quite reach New York next turn. And I think we do have to wait that extra turn. I'm going to send the one movers towards Washington, but actually these guys could move to Washington next turn, couldn't they? Well, we'll see. We'll see what looks like a better opportunity. Continue moving forward. I do need to rebuild the farm at the reach. The issue though was it was more important to road this tile this turn because it was unroaded. These workers will be in position to move back there. And once these guys are done the lumber mill, they can come back and help with that. The reach is okay for the time being. It's not like critical. They're actually not that far away from Philly either, but I like the plan to like loop around. I like it because I came up with it. This person can probably go to Philly though. I think that's where this spy heads, unless it gets caught. All right, chop, chop, choppity chop,
Sagen Sie mir, was
mine.
Sie haben.
All right, now that we've got that done, there we go. So that'll put the city at -1 food per turn. Although if we can get those health resources, it'll actually be better. So we're coming along nicely on Statue of Liberty. It helps that we're an organized religion here. That's probably I don't think I want to work this tile just yet. I think this is good. 20 turns is not that bad. All right, there. All right, guys that are injured need to heal. 8.2 health and it's full health next turn. Looks like I might have to hold the Great General for a little bit. All right, you stay there. And why don't you also stay there, just for the time being. All right, meanwhile, those of you that are full health, join the slow mover stack and get a move on towards the next city. How many? Yeah, if you're full health, like I could start charging forward to the next city, but I think we need a turn to finish healing up these units. And then I can head, like I said, then the cuirassiers that are the fast movers probably race to New York with the walls coming down. And the slow movers head towards Washington. Probably makes the most sense to do it that way. Because a lot of these units will be full health next turn. And be ready to move out again. All right, you're full health, so you can protect the slow moving stack. Chop. Because like I could move forward another tile, but I'd rather concentrate here. All right, and hang out there. All right, so just trying not to get caught in New York right now. That's the hope. Because we have spies in New York and Washington. I just need to get units up there to join them. All right, so I don't think Lincoln has fallen to rival worst just yet, but keep an eye on that right there after we hit New York, Houston on this upcoming turn. Okay, drafting time.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
When's it time to draft? It's always time to draft. Anyway, so we drafted Gruber Coast recently. The Reach I said I wasn't going to draft because it needs more food. All right, Ivory Coast is where we left off last time. Happiness Farms is a garbage city. Just here to draft. That's not the city that I just was on. Okay, good. It pulled off the Spy Specialist, which I think was the correct way to handle that population change. And Posh City is also kind of a junk city. So this is just kind of a space filler city. Right, so we'll work this tile. And that looks pretty good for the time being. We're working on a lumber mill for that tile. So I know that my income is negative right now, but I'm capturing cities and getting more money as I capture them. So, and like I could just always run 60%. So let's just hold here. We're getting it's like 700 espionage points per turn. It's a lot of espionage. And, oh, I think I have one more draft I can do this turn. Oh, no, never mind. Posh City was the last one. All right, so the war's going well. We've taken 3 cities, and Houston should fall on this upcoming turn, and we should also get set up to take New York on this upcoming turn. Cross your fingers that our spies don't get caught. We are not converting to Taoism. That's just a no. He won't like it, but no way. All right, I think we're safe enough to stop pushing cuirassiers to get a jail here. I'd build an aqueduct, but I need actually, we probably need the grocer more because the city is starving. So we'll temporarily stop pumping military there. All right, we finished the jail, onto the security bureau. And I need to get these tiles lumber milled. Oh, we got a revolt at the little city down there. Nice. All right, this city has very low commerce potential. Probably a barracks just for the happiness and for future draftees. Yeah, look, we got a revolt here. Nice. So we only need one more revolt. Ha 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 ha. Not that this city is really worth anything. Wait, we still can't steal. Do we just not have enough espionage points with Sitting Bull? Because it feels like we have quite a few. I guess the techs do get more expensive as the game goes on. But I would have thought we'd have enough to steal military science. Well, let's continue hanging out there, and the cost will come down with time. All right. Frigate, take out more of the defenses there. Galleon, come drop off this spy. Now, unfortunately, I can't cover this galleon, so if the caravel wants to attack it, maybe has a chance to kill it. But I mean, it would be caravel against galleon, so it would still be in my favor. All right, let's do this attack first. So we don't have any collateral units here to deal collateral damage. We've got a pike and a bunch of longbows. City is not on a hill. Let's have one of these guys take shock to try to deal with the pike. 65% odds, not bad. Oh, we actually got a withdrawal. Huh. Well, better than dying. 1990. Let's see. Well, we got it down. We got the pike down to like 1 HP, which is what matters. And the crosshair didn't die, so cool. Alrighty. What odds are we getting here? 70. Let's get better odds than that. Or let's use one of the guys who doesn't have as much XP. It's always a little surprising that the maces do that well sometimes, but like the fact that they have 8 base strength as opposed to 6 on the longbow does make them more formidable. All right, only 74%. What do we have on the combat 3? Pretty much the same, 78. Not really a difference, so 74 versus 78. I guess we didn't hit one of those jumping points in the odds. Should be able to select the city in the espionage screen. All right. Okay, 38, 37. And we are not quite there yet. Okay, so we don't have quite enough yet to steal. But we will shortly. I guess it's still too expensive. But we're accumulating points with both of these two, and we'll be set up to take economics and military science. But instead of having... well, I guess once we take a tech, then we'll have this person step in and start getting ready for the next tech. I was going to say could move to another city, but it's going to be cheaper to steal from this city than anywhere else. Should be anyway. I guess I can double check that. No, it's actually not. Huh. That's weird. Why is it more expensive to steal from there? It's actually cheapest in seeded beef. I wonder why it's so much more expensive in this city. That doesn't make any sense. Why it would be more expensive. I don't quite get that. No share. Oh, maybe it is no shared religion. You could be right.
Jawohl.
Well, in any case, it's cheapest in this city, seeded beef, so may as well start moving there. All the go-to orders process. We'll go back to this,
Stehe zu Diensten.
which kind of got interrupted a second ago.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
So we have a lot of like 2/3 or 3/4 odds here. I've been having pretty good luck on them, honestly.
Alle vollzählig, zur Stelle.
I was kind of expecting to lose some of these. But the odds really have been in my favor. I mean, like, that's a lot of 75% odds that we've been winning. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything, but looks like we take this city flawlessly, even though we had some pretty even odds battles. All right, another city. Oh, no infrastructure at all. 0 buildings. Womp womp. Oh well. Still a city. A city is a city. So let's move in. But you see, this is why I wanted this tile roaded. The fact that it's not roaded is a little sad.
Warte Ihre Befehle.
If I had had these workers in position, they would have been on the tile this turn. They would have roaded it, and then these units could have moved. But they weren't, so just have to settle for roading it on this upcoming turn. All right, so the injured cuirassiers,
Befehle?
yeah, they can't really go anywhere. So I guess they just heal in Houston, and then we give one of them medic promotion. That's probably the best they can do, is just because I don't think we can get them in position for the Great General Medic. But you never know. Maybe the Great General Medic can move up here next turn. It's a possibility. Yes, citizen specialists do get the representation beakers. That's correct.
Alle vollzählig, zur Stelle.
Let's hold 1 musket behind on this tile, just in case, just so that the workers don't randomly get captured. And as for the rest of you, the healthy cuirassiers, so you chill there for this turn. You guys, how about you come back down to Chicago and then be in position to move somewhere else from there? And they also get the Sistine Chapel extra culture as well. So yes. All right, so we took that city. Spies didn't get captured this turn.
Melde mich zum
All right,
Dienst.
so the slow mover stack. All the units, they'll shuffle up a tile closer to Washington and Philly.
Jawohl.
The fast-moving cuirassiers. Let's see, do I want them on this tile or this tile? Probably this tile, because then they're in position to hit Washington as well. If they move into here, well, if I move them to here, they could go 1, 2. Also, what are all these collateral units just doing sitting out in the middle of nowhere? So probably this tile, because they still have the mobility to get up to Washington from there. Okay.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Come on, is it control click? Okay, there we go. That longbow can just hang out there. I don't really care. Washington have a river on its east side. Looks like you're right. Oh, yeah, it looks like you're right. So that wouldn't be the best tile to attack from, but we'll figure it out. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, some of these units can only end up here anyway.
Benötigen Sie.
All right, now not all these units are full health. Like this unit needs to heal. They will be back to full health though.
Stehe zu Diensten.
3 muskets limping in behind the play. Don't forget the knights can also just go here, and then hit Philadelphia. It's not like it's that far away. Maybe the units here that heal up can then dash towards Philly. I don't have a spy for that though. In fact, maybe the one movers should have gone towards Philly because I don't have a spy. Oh well, water under the bridge now. That might have been the better play though. All right, so these units, I could just sacrifice one of them to kill this unit. Like lose the 16 and then kill. I'll go ahead and do that just because this unit's annoying me. Alright, so I didn't think the first unit would win, but I am expecting this one to win. Once the borders drop, the longbow will almost certainly move. I think that's true. But we traded a musket for it. Probably not a good trade, but yeah. Alright, you can hang out in there. Go join the group. No, I mean, I agreed with, I think I was pretty confident of that as well, but. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we have a lot of units that can hit New York next turn. Plenty of musket defenders too. Feels like there's just so many muskets running up to the front lines, turn after turn. All right, now this guy probably should go towards Philly. I think that's what I had in mind for this guy. We have 2 muskets in there. We have plenty of... All right, we kind of have like more muskets than we fully need here. Because I'm mostly using them as defenders. But can't have too many muskets, right? These units can all be rifles eventually. All right, so you're fully healed. And you need another turn to heal. And you need to just finish healing. All right, now you guys are going to come down here and help re-farm at the Reach. Thanks to that pillaging. Okay, moving on up. That was the guy who got hit by the revolt. I guess you might as well road that tile. Okay, you just need to hang out here for 1 more turn. Got an extra musket. So I already have a lot of muskets up there. I actually feel bad not having visibility on some of these American cities now. It's like I've been so used to playing with the fog of war like turned off. Oh, I should definitely be first to rifles. I'm not worried about that. What that means is we probably, while we have the rifles edge, we probably won't stop for very long with America. We probably will then need to plow into Portugal while we have the rifling edge. Because we're going to want to keep going until we have enough territory. We're about halfway to what we need for domination. What we probably will need is America plus Portugal, and then probably most of Wynakopek's territory as well. That should be enough, though, because Sitting Bull only controls 20% of land area. So, you know, conquer these 2 and start conquering Incan. We probably got enough. We're making progress. As for this guy, I have 2 Cuirassiers in here that can go forward as well. Oh, that's right. These are the guys who moved earlier this turn. Forgot about them. All right, well, you join this group right here. We'll figure out another mission for these guys down the road. Now, are there any key tiles I need to road with these guys? We'll want to road this tile right now, but I think we're okay for the moment. When New York's captured, Washington's borders will extend, let's see, to 1, 2, 3. We'll not cover this tile. I think for right now we can have these guys farm for a turn and then head back there. Okay, yep, you just chill. Hopefully don't get caught. Yeah, hopefully the spy won't get caught this turn. Would I rather go steel for cannons or go... I think the next thing is communism. I think that's important, the next one. Because I think one of the AIs will research steel. It's already available for Sitting Bull. I think communism's the next big tech for us because intelligence agencies are there, which is, again, like amazing. Kremlin's there, which is also pretty amazing. Get a free great spy, state property. It's just a really, really good tech for us. So yes, pyramids were needed. We needed to be in representation. I said the one thing was I would have to restart if, yeah, this is why I wish I could have hit those collateral units before they hit me. We lost our spy in Washington. That is the danger of this stuff. So we had another spy, but I think it was... We needed like one more turn. We needed him to survive for 2 more turns. At least the spy in New York managed to survive. I hate the fact that this is like very RNG heavy. So we only have 80% odds of this working. See the 50% for city espionage defense? That's they've got a security bureau in there, but 80% odds are not bad. So we'll take that. Note that we're slowly losing espionage points with Lincoln, but I don't really want to spend more on him because he's going to be dead soon. So like, all right, so we got the defenses down. Now, unfortunately, this is attacking across a river. At least it's not up onto a hill. And we did suffer some collateral damage. I still would prefer to use these units for the most part because they're right next to the city, as opposed to these guys who can then move and be in a position to hit Washington next turn. Alrighty. What kind of odds are we looking at here? How many dangerous units are in here? So there's no maces, or no pikes. There's 1 mace, 2 longbows. So it's really just a mace and 2 longbows. The sword is whatever. 54 as compared to 51. Not the greatest odds. Oh, wow. I guess because of that damage it took. How about the fully healthy units? How about a unit that hasn't taken damage? All right. 74 versus 73. Okay. Well, if this unit wins, it'll get the 4th promotion. Still having good luck on those 70 to 75% battles. Okay, 69. That's pretty good. Versus, I guess, the 74, because it's slightly higher. All right, so now we pretty much just have 1 more unit that's dangerous here to get through. 69%. Same 69%, but less XP on this unit, so it's not as painful if it dies. Again, we've been very lucky in a lot of these 70% odds going our way. All right, the rest of these units are pretty... Yeah, now we're up to the 80% odds, so... All right, so I think we've knocked Lincoln down to lowest power. I think that's him. Certainly have been killing enough of his units here. I like how our power bar graph has not gone down like at all, even though we've been fighting these extended wars. All right, I think we can do better than that. Here's a full health guy. Yeah, 95. What a big difference just being full health is. And I swear I didn't rig the combat odds. Just been 89. Okay. This is the last battle we have a chance to lose because we're not losing against the trebuchet. All right. This guy's injured but can pick up a extra promotion here easily. All right. Install a new governor. Also, the borders appear to have bugged out because there's no reason why this should be in enemy territory. Oh, there's the security bureau in the courthouse. Also, Los Angeles came out of revolt, so feel free to suggest names for the Los Angeles. But like, this should not be here. There's no city that's putting culture on this tile. It's just the game bugs sometimes. There's no city in this corner. Like, there's not a city on this tile with 80% culture. The Breach. Let's go with Hollywood, just because the Breach is a little too similar to the Reach for me. Golden Gate. Let's see what we've got here. All right, so the borders are going to pop. First thing we want, I think, is a courthouse. This city is pretty terrible. A lot of low-quality cities on this map. Let's start moving one of these guys to one of these muskets to provide a defender for that spot next turn.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
All right, elsewhere.
Stehe
So we have a
zum
lot of injured units. And this is why that culture bugging out is really annoying, because I'd like to move them into Atlanta and then heal them there, but I can't do that. So I guess what I can do is move them into New York and heal them there. Because the Great General Medic, I believe, can still get there. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, the Great General Medic can actually get into the city to help heal. So we'll do that.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
All right, so the injured units
Melde mich zum Dienst.
should move into the city because they heal faster in the city. Also help make it so the city doesn't get recaptured.
Jawohl. Ihre Befehle.
These units can move up here. We'll get vision on Washington. Although since we don't have a unit there, since we don't have a spy, we probably do need the siege units to get over to capture the city. Probably are going to need the siege units for that.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
That means that these units here I can heal because they haven't actually moved yet this turn. So thanks to the Great General being there, they'll heal faster.
Jawohl.
And then this guy moves into the city. I've got a musket on its way. We could capture a worker here, but I honestly don't care that much. I'll get that worker when it skedaddles over to another city.
Jawohl.
Okay, move up here. Louis Pasteur. Yeah, I think I need to move these guys up here next turn, and then these guys up there. I do have some crosshairs over here that can help
Alle Vollzählig
out.
zur Stelle.
Help join this. And there's some more guys here. Oh, we can have them join this stack. Cool.
Alle Vollzählig zur Stelle.
Since these guys can get up to the front lines, I'll move them there. I can use another unit to kill this catapult that seems to have lost its way. You know, I don't really have something for these muskets to do. How about you just kill this random catapult? Very random catapult that just decided to be there. All right, so because the slow movers are going to move for New York, you move for Philadelphia then. While staying on the roads. Okay. You come hang out there.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
You might as well finish healing, although we probably don't need 3 muskets in there.
Zur Aktion bereit.
Let's take one that's,
Was benötigen Sie?
you can go, actually no, you should probably, well again, I would move you into New York, but the culture's bugged out again. Head back there then. And, I don't know, take pinch, because you'll probably be a rifle that can use it later on. You're going to go down here to help garrison New York. You heal there for the time being. All right, up here we need a medic unit.
Zur Aktion
I can promote one of these units that has an extra promotion to medic. This Cuirassier, sure, why not? Just so everybody heals. It's very important that there's at least one medic unit, otherwise it takes forever to heal. Note how long it takes a 0.6 to heal without the Great General. Forever. Let's have you garrison the city. Rest of you can hang out here for the time being.
Ihre Befehle.
Road this tile.
Stelle.
Hang out there. And then maybe next turn they can start moving out. I don't think there's anyone full health here. No, these units need to heal. There's a guy who needs to promote. This guy needs to promote. And then he'll be fully healed next turn. Can come down here and join in whatever's going on. If we can get this guy into Philadelphia and drop the defenses, I could just have the Cuirassiers ride and capture it without need for slower units. And then it's just 3 northern cities after that. Kill you. Bye. He actually took a lot of damage. He's gonna have to heal. Alright, oh, they actually finished the lumber mill there? Yep. There we go. I really need the Really need more health resources to come in here. All right, road. All right, you guys are full health? Okay. Go join the party over here. So many cuirassiers. I don't really have a place for these 2 muskets. How about you just start walking towards Philadelphia or something? Give me visibility over here or something. I don't know. Just start walking in that direction. All right. Split you guys up into groups of 3 for more chopping.
Zur Aktion bereit. Melde mich
I
zu
don't
Dienst.
know which city this chop's going to go to. I guess we'll find out. All right. Steel technology, here we go. So we need to wait, we might as well wait the 2 more turns for that to become cheaper. And this guy just got here this turn, so. We have another spy moving up to seated beef for another potential steal with Sitting Bull. I don't know where you're going, man. All these muskets randomly walking in. So many muskets. Okay. You might say, don't you think you have enough muskets? And the answer is no. There's never enough muskets. Always need more drafted muskets. Anyway, let's start getting some of these tiles lumber milled as well.
Ihre Befehle? Ihre Befehle?
Are there any tiles I was saving for lumber mills for over here? We could lumber mill one of these tiles.
Was benötigen Sie?
Like that tile could be benefit from one. And that tile down there, maybe. Anyway. So America has no cities on the inner sea left, so there's no possibility of more naval combat. When you get military science, we use a great general to build a military academy. I probably would. I think that's more useful because I'm going to be in theocracy civic soonish, and that's enough for the extra. That's enough for the extra promotion. All right, so we took New York. All right, this is actually probably a pretty good stopping place. We can go ahead and draft Failable Blues, finish up drafting for this turn. But I think this is actually a pretty good stopping place because we've been running for about 3 hours. Like we did like the first half of America this turn, and then we'll do the second half of America on the following turn. So what were some of the other cities that I drafted here? No. The last one I drafted was Posh City. So let's just grab Brazen Fleece, which can draft off a garbage tile. And after Brazen Fleece, one more city. Silver Lining, yeah, this city. Just draft off that engineer specialist. I said draft off that engineer specialist, thank you. You're also noticing I'm not microing my cities as much in terms of like whipping, and that's because we're so large at this point, it doesn't really matter all that much. So let's just take a look then kind of at where we are in terms of demographics and all that. Just no, I don't really want to take on Sitting Bull. He's definitely the second strongest AI. If I can avoid fighting him, I would prefer to. And he's also protective, which means it's a pain in the butt to try to fight through him. So score, GMP, Lincoln's GMP collapsed after his golden age ended, and as we start killing all his cities. We're tops in production. It's kind of interesting. We're ahead by a good bit in food. We're being held back to a certain extent by our health problems. Lincoln losing his cities there. Power, Lincoln is kind of collapsing. Plus, we killed more stuff this turn. There's the great artist, Culture Bomb. I actually wanted to get demos here. We're actually number 1 in like everything now. Soldiers, we've pretty decisively pulled ahead. This is Lincoln now at rival worst, 402. And yeah, so that's kind of where we stand right now. Getting ready to steal more techs. And I think we've gotten large. We're large enough now that we can kind of just do whatever. We're getting actually a lot of beakers just from having a gazillion cities with representation specialists, even though we can't run the slider. Obviously, this is more inefficient than just running the slider, but since our variant doesn't let us do it, hey, just get bigger than everyone else. Alrighty, so as said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. We will continue next week. game seems to be pretty well in hand at this point, but still more people to run over. First, the remainder of Lincoln, and then we upgrade to Cavs, and then we go run over Portugal, and that should pretty much do it. All right, thanks again. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.